Are we live on Twitch? Waiting on YouTube.
Yeah.
Bet. As soon as I see this pop up, we'll go. Okay. Boom. Let me send the link. Okay. So many links to send. I really be trying to promote this, but there's no way to like pre-do this. Okay, boom. There's that. I gotta send the Twitch link. Okay. All right. What up? What up?
Hey.
What's happening?
Come
Another
on.
day. We back with it. We live. I'm CC. We got in the back.
Unique in the back.
Top Night Sled Dragons in the building.
Bet. We got a lengthy list to talk about today. I'll let you guys decide where we will start. Damn, I got the starters already. So, first off, before we even get into topics, I want to say rest in peace to Bigger Rankin. If you don't know who Bigger Rankin is,
Bigger
damn.
Rankin, Alley Boy too, damn.
Man.
Hey, big drop on him, damn.
You know, if you don't know who Bigger Rankin is a DJ. He's from Jacksonville, but he did a lot of his footwork in Atlanta. He had, I don't know if he was signed or working with, but he was affiliate with Think It's a Game, the label out of Atlanta. His famous intro is on Wyatt and Lucci Heartless. So yeah, rest in peace, man. He passed today.
That's crazy.
I was really sad about that.
I didn't know he passed. That's rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
I was broken about Alley Boy though. Alley Boy really like, man, that's like somebody I looked up to for a long time. Just, being from the right side of the righteous things, it was, got a lot of love for Trouble, Alley Boy, and Big Bank.
Right.
Man, my heart goes out to Big Bank and his family, Duct Tape Entertainment.
Facts. Man. So, yeah, RIP to them. Let's get into it, okay? Let's see where we gonna go. There's a lot. I mean, we were just talking about it. Let's just start with the Rick Ross situation.
Let's get into it, yeah.
Let's get to it. Rick Ross dropped the album. The name of the album is Set in Stone. Set in Stone.
Look like a cover art he done used 10 times before.
I like legit. I thought it was something that he had already dropped. Just based off of the cover.
Cover for sure.
But also at the same time, definitely AI generated, like
Damn.
for sure.
You think so?
I think so.
I gotta
Damn.
go.
I know, we finna pull it up.
I've made some similar things with AI, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna show y'all the cover.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I feel like the folks need to start dropping the artists who did their cover work now, just to confirm that it's not AI,
Yeah,
here's the cover.
The cover artist used to be a big part of the rollout. You know what I'm saying? Especially when CDs were like hard copies. But definitely. I feel like, and maybe it was just the promotion. Maybe that's just how social media works now. We just see things for so long, they pop in and out of the algorithm. But I honestly feel like I done seen Rick Ross use this cover art on mixtapes and all types of things before.
No, it's his typical look for sure. I think he just sticks to what he knows. Like this is what he's done. Like this style of cover. I've never seen Rick Ross with like a super dope cover. Like, oh wow, he, got someone to interpret his vision. Like he's like, nah, put me on the cover, nigga. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe he gives me. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I listened to all 19 tracks. I'm gonna be real. I like the album. I really do. I like the album. I listened to it when I was in the gym today, driving, and there was only one song that I can really say like, nah, I'm not feeling this. And that was City Lights with The Dream. Unfortunately, like
what?
It was the most different song. It was very different, but as far as like the vibe, like I wasn't really feeling it, but I appreciate it for being like. I feel like it was a different pocket that they both were stepping into.
Oh no, I feel like Radio Killer always gonna be Radio Killer for sure. I can't ever discount anything. I don't know, man.
We listened to one of his new songs pretty recently,
for real.
Yeah.
And I wasn't rocking with it, man. I didn't end up listening to his new album. The Dream did drop an album recently. And I didn't listen to it, but I will go back and give it my full opinion. But from the song that we heard, it had Usher on there, and Usher also did not deliver, in my opinion, on the song. So
yeah, no, I heard that one too, and that was not it. But I haven't listened to his full project either. Even with this one, with the Rick Ross project, I've listened to like half of it so far. I do plan on listening to the rest because I actually agree with you. I wasn't sure how y'all felt about it before we got on the stream.
We gotta go full screen real quick.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how y'all felt about it because honestly, I thought it was a good. What I've heard so far, because I got through half, right? Mm-hmm. What I heard so far is that, like in general, the sound is good. It's what we've heard Ross do.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all.
Like it's what we've heard Ross do, but not in like a boring way. Like it's not like, oh great, he dropped the same album as he did last time. He's stayed in his lane. His branding is strong.
Yeah.
But like it's a solid pocket. My only thing with Ross is that he be lying. But
I was gonna say I feel like the music is solid, production is solid, the songs are put together, features, like you said, Ross is in his pocket. You know, he's always had solid features. The features make up for the shit that he can't do. But the nigga is, I've said it before, but I really feel like the Miami niggas fucked up the rap game. Like really, like Rick Ross the biggest capper. Ace Hood I could write a thesis on how Ace Hood done ushered in some bullshit, but they really.
Now, you gonna hate on Ace Hood?
I don't hate on Ace Hood. Ace Hood really my favorite rapper. That's why I be so angry about it, because I feel like Ace Hood got manipulated in a way because he was so closely affiliated with Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, who are the biggest fucking cappers in the game, you know? And Rick Ross, I mean, there's so many bars. He compared himself to Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs is getting sued by a man for sexual harassment. So it's like, I just know you don't be thinking these things through. Like you really just be like talking just to talk, just to hear yourself talk.
That's the only thing. He really be lying. Like on this one, one of the songs early on, he talks about having 2 wives at the crib. This man's never been married. I had to look it up. I was like, man, he has 2 wives? I was like, oh, he's on his Neo. But then I took a look, I was like,
Rick Ross is fake.
He's lying. Man, but so far my favorite bar is born with autism, or am I just autistic?
Yeah.
I was like, what, bro? I was like, I think he was trying to say artistic, but what's funny is that like throughout the whole album in the beginning, his enunciation's been like over the top. So I was like, I don't know what he was going for with that.
If you look up the lyrics, it definitely says artistic.
Okay, like, it does. Okay.
So
probably try to do some wordplay. But I want to talk about music, and then I'll go back to Rick Ross lying. Like, musically, like, I really wanted to dislike the album because of the like hate run that Ross was on, like when Drake dropped, and just like following, like he's just been like kind of airing out his hate for anybody he doesn't enjoy, and so it kind of put a bitter taste for him in my mouth. So I was like, man, I hope this shit mid. So like I didn't have to enjoy it. But like it's a good album, honestly. Like I would argue great for this year. Like it was way better than Future's album, in my opinion. Like I am gonna spin this. Don't take this the wrong way, but this album is kind of like my Larry June. I like Larry June, but like I literally was right into this. I was like, damn, like I feel like I'm back home. Like, and like I know like you could make the argument, oh well, he's lying. Like personally, like I personally don't give a fuck who's lying, because I just assume everybody's lying. And that's what I was gonna say when I go back to like the discussion on that. Like he went so hard, or this is cap, this is this, ask him who did this, you're lying. Like everybody lies. Like that's just what I go in with. In my mind, when I'm listening to music, I don't believe none of these niggas, like at all. Like you gotta show me. Like I don't believe none of these niggas.
We just talked about Bigger Rankin and Alley Boy, and those two people, I feel like ain't never lied on the record.
They're not mainstream though. Like let's just be real. I'm talking mainstream. I'm not talking no underground, none of that. I'm talking people who are in the public, people who are competing for these charts. I'm not talking about nobody underground, because there's a lot of underground people. We be here all day naming the folks we think is real. I'm just speaking solely on A-list celebrities. Let's just use that.
No, you got a good point there, because my thing is, once you hit a certain amount of money, you're not gonna do something to mess up that money. So if you're talking about stuff that would potentially mess up your money, obviously you're capping. You know what I mean?
But see, then like I think about like the storytellers. Like if you're gonna cap, like just tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't always have to be like, oh, I'm in the crib, I got 7 bedrooms, oh, I just put somebody in the dirt. It ain't always got to be like that. And that's what be bothering me is like, with the Rick Ross stuff, with DJ Khaled, with the Ace Hood stuff, why I say they fucked up the game is because...
Tupac, I heard there was some cap in Tupac too, but...
But again, Tupac was a storyteller. Like I ain't never heard a Tupac record where he claimed to do something to somebody that he didn't actually do.
That's fair. Like you want to protect
Tupac
the prophet.
Was the first rapper to shoot the police and get away with it. So I don't know. I think it just comes with like if Rick Ross really did like all the dope boy shit while he was a CEO and shit, and y'all know something I don't know down in Miami, then like, okay, cool. I guess we can let some of the stuff slide. And I know he gets a lot of love for buying back the blocks and opening the wing stops and really like building up his community, which I commend him for. He got
spaghetti spots now. He was talking about it. He's talking about, I do want to read this comment. It says, that's fair. You want to protect the profit once you're at a certain level, unfortunately. Yeah. Facts. Quando Rondo. All right, there is no cap. And this is just from... I know who said it. There ain't no cap in Quando Rondo. I'm a be real. This is from not the spaghetti, right? Rick Ross on the spaghetti. I do want to talk before we get deeper into this conversation.
Marinara.
My favorite song, and this is for the Florida folks, man. Which one? Oh, Do It One Time. Rick Ross, Young Breed, and DJ Nasty. Like, if you from down south, you know Florida culture. Like, this is a hit. This is a hit. I don't think that it's gonna get as hype as Spin That is, but I like this shit is a hit. If you haven't listened to this and you like the Miami bounce, like you're from that, you're gonna appreciate this. Cause I was like, I literally turned that up. I was just sitting in the car. I was like, hold on, Rick Ross. Damn it, Rick Ross. Like.
Yeah. One thing I think he did really well that nobody else from his era has been able to do is like he made the music sound new.
He did.
He did. Without
he kept
his same style. Yeah, he kept his same style and it still sounded new. You know what I'm saying? Like we hear Lil Wayne songs come out every day that sound like they were recorded back in 2014. Right. You know, and
you gotta go listen to that. You gotta go listen to it. And like I said, I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate this project, but I'm impressed. Going to what Ty said, the features are amazing. He put me on to this guy right here, Ball Greasy.
You ain't never heard Ball Greasy?
No, I ain't never heard of him. I never heard of him.
He's one of them niggas like I feel like is a real ass. He like gunplay. You know what I'm saying? Like they just real ass niggas. They can't lie on a record. And so I feel like he had to have Ball Greasy to make any of his shit sound real.
Who else? I love what the Maybach Music Volume. What is that? 4? Don't get me lying on Roman numerals.
I don't know.
Oh,
What is that? What is that Roman numeral?
Or
VII. Seven. Damn,
Yeah,
seven.
I think it is.
So Maybach Music Volume 7. It has Rick Ross, Jeezy, and Don Toliver. I like that song a lot. I'm really fucking with Don Toliver lately. Like his whole. I've been a fan of him, but I feel like what he's been putting out lately, like
he's in his
it's
pocket.
bop after bop.
He is in his
I'm liking
pocket
what he's
right
doing.
now.
I'm liking how it sounded. I also liked Lucci on the track. I feel like him and Lucci always compliment each other. I like the track with T.I. I was like, honestly, this took me back to like late 2010s. And I'm glad to see it coming forth now. I just wish Rick Ross would shut the fuck up sometimes. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if he would be quiet, I don't think like people would even be investigating these lies that he's telling, like all type of shit.
But I think
like,
it's like it's one and the same. Like he can't make the music and be quiet. If he was quiet, the music wouldn't carry the same weight. You know, like his confidence oozes out. You know, even though we question his confidence all the time, we question the validity to it. Like he lets you know he don't give a fuck what you think because he's still confident in himself, and that comes across in the music. So I don't think he really can be any different.
Especially because that's what has kept Rick Ross relevant in like my house. That like my family don't really listen to like rap music like that, but at the same time they know Rick Ross because of his antics. You know what I mean? And it cracks me up. Rick Ross was on Wheel of Fortune recently, and I was like,
Really?
yes, man. I was like, no way Rick Ross is gonna be able to win no Wheel of Fortune. But yo, he was killing it on the game too. I was like, yo, look at me doubting dude.
He's a smart dude. He's not stupid. But if you listen to his raps, you might think he's stupid.
Shoot, it was just him talking about almond milk with DJ Khaled that still gets me to this day.
my last take on this is production was insane. Like every beat I'm a fan of. Every beat. That's fair.
Shout
He
out
does.
Leon Thomas too, because that was one of my favorite.
That was a good one.
on the track was him with Leon Thomas.
I'm gonna touch on that. It says that's fair. He does stay on people's mouths because he does so much. Yeah. So that Leon Thomas track, he ended up dissing a couple people. So he dissed DC Young Fly for his shenanigan where he left 85 South. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, maybe like 2-3 years ago, they was doing an interview with Rick Ross and he just got up and left. Like, didn't say nothing. He just got up and left. And so he never addressed it. Like DC, like all of them, they were all like, I don't know what happened. And so he chose now to address it. And he basically was like, he got something for anybody who want to crack a joke, basically. And I don't know what joke they really like. No abnormal joke like didn't they crack on any of their guests. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it was anything disrespectful. And then he also dissed Rory and Mal, and he also dissed Miles' brother, Biggs. So apparently the lore behind that is they messing with the same woman. So that's about it. But yeah, so
I don't know. Like Rick Ross always gonna be Rick Ross, but I feel like that's where all his beefs come from, cause he can't keep no woman.
yeah, he was recently on a Joe Budden podcast, and Joe asked him how he felt about his ex Tia Kemp, if you don't know, and her just being funny. Like, he was like, how does it make you feel like that she has built like success from her being funny? Like, I think she's like, this is Joe, I think she's funny, and he didn't deny it. He was like, when you lead a boss, you're gonna always have something that you gotta, some trauma that you gotta process. So that's just a part of the trauma processing or whatever he said. And I'm just like, yo, why can't you just truly admit? He kind of cracked a smile. I'm like, she's funny. Like, she's funny. And but whatever. He's funny too. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit he does is funny, but Rick Ross, man. Musically, I'm glad to see him still being in the circle. I don't do, just going back to what you were talking about him lying. This is why I don't try to bring in other elements, right? Like if we gonna stick strictly to music, we gotta stick strictly to music, because if we start bringing in other elements, everybody lies. He went on a run talking about how Drake lies, and you look up one lyric, Rick Ross did not. You know what I mean? Like it literally is debunking like half the fucking bar. You know what I mean? So we should just stick to music. Like once we start bringing in other elements, like none of this shit will be fair. It will not be fair because we let shit slide for the people we like. Like that's what it boils down to. It's gonna slide.
I don't though, and you know me. I don't.
Yeah, I'm saying we as society. I think in the majority of society, I should say. I definitely know when we have the conversations, like that's not happening. But on a bigger scale of things, it's happening. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, just this week. Who's that cat? Damn, I can't think of his name. It'll come to me. But basically, Big Bang sat down with this cat who was the one who initially released the Young Thug jail calls, and he was like, "Man, I got more calls. Like I'm trying to spare him." You know what I mean? So what that tells me is like, it's a whole lot of cap on those calls, and it's probably people paying him not to release that because like everything he has built will be invalid. The whole, you know what I'm saying? So and Big Bang be acting like he don't speak English when folks bring up certain folks. Like I'm like, come on, Bang. Like let's be real, man.
But see, that's the thing too, is like Bang be knowing what's real and what's not, you know? And I think he's been a part of it. What's that?
It said, I'd agree with that. Kanye wouldn't have the career he has if we didn't let that shit he pulls fly. Same with others. That's just the first one I could think of.
But what is Kanye did that like was illegitimate? I mean, yeah, he's had his antics, but he ain't just got on no record and been like, I done put 3 bodies in the ground. I'm the biggest drug dealer out here. Everybody know me in the street. You know, it's like
he did have that one track where he was talking about him being GD. I don't know how active he was, but I don't know, man.
If you grew up on the south side of Chicago, 9 times out of 10, you either Mickey Cobras, Vice Lord, or GD. And so I don't doubt that he had a time running with the GDs. So, but again, to talk about it, to really like claim it, like he ain't never he I don't know. I feel like there's a big difference between the way he claimed it and the way Rick Ross be claiming he was in the streets and all the drug dealers know him and stuff.
And here's my thing, because like I'm on both sides. I feel like I completely feel where you're coming from, CC, about like, you know, not invalidating the bars because they're cap or whatever. Because my thing is, as much as Rick Ross was for show capping throughout that, like the beginning part of that album, it's not gonna stop me from listening to the music. Yeah. So like I'm one that sort of sits on that fence. So it's like on one side, I'm gonna acknowledge the fact that you lying, but at the same side, on the same side, if the song is good, the song is good. I'm gonna still ride with the song.
Yeah.
Right. I think the Kanye statement is sort of crazy because I don't think that. Now the song where he say he GD, I'm like. I'm like, maybe not, because it wasn't brought up in the documentary.
It wasn't brought up before. I have no problem. I'm just saying, like, people could challenge that as well. Like, you brought up that you were GD like 15 years into your career. Like, what for though? What for? Like, that's my only thing. Like, what's the reason? Like, if you went that long without mentioning it, you didn't need to mention it. So now that you're mentioning it, it's like some people might call cap on that. I'm not here. I will never. If you say you something, whatever affiliation, you can say, "Oh, I'm with the mob." Okay, I'm not. Who am I to challenge you? But if other people come out and say, hey, you want in the field with us, then that is your, and
that's my thing, is like with the Kanye stuff, there's enough people around him that have claimed that he ran with them when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? With the Rick Ross stuff, I don't know, maybe Miami a little bit different. I don't know a lot of Miami dope boys, maybe they feel a little bit different about their hometown hero, but I just feel like I've seen a lot more people question the Rick Ross validity.
Yeah, I mean, Rick Ross had that whole thing, because didn't he steal his name from someone else too?
The real Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Freeway.
The real Rick Ross.
Freeway, the nigga the CIA went to and gave the cocaine to. Rick Ross tried to take his story and make it his own in some right. And like, I mean, I think that just opened him up to a lot of slander to begin with, but it worked for him, you know, like that. And I think confidence goes a long way in a rap game.
Yeah.
Yeah, confidence and cap, man. Like I think, and I feel like it. Part of it is what makes you an artist. I think you mentioned something earlier. It was like, why not do it from the storytelling like aspects? Like, what is everybody's argument? You know what I mean? Like when they get caught up or something is questioned, like, oh, like I'm telling a story. Like these don't got to be my personal story. So you know what if it is his storytelling? Like he's never come out and said if it is or isn't. I'm not the judge of that. Like I do think Rick Ross just be hypocritical, and that's my only thing. Like a lot of folks are.
Yeah.
A lot of folks are. I don't know how we've moved the needle for sure. I don't know how we kind of separate the two. Like, so at this point, it's just kind of, you got to pick your poison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Man,
Yeah.
I think that's why mainstream rap is so watered down now. You know what I'm saying? Like to where it went from LL Cool J to Drake. And nobody could question LL Cool J. LL Cool J was a real nigga, even if he was the ladies' man. You know, like people wanted to test him, but then they got knocked out for it. You know. And then you got Drake. It's just so much to question, you know, and I think that just shows how rap has evolved as it's become more and more mainstream. Like the realness to it has been diluted.
I don't think there's anything more to question of Drake than there is to question YG, than there is to question.
Well, Drake's the number one, so that's why I say Drake. But like,
No, I know.
you're
but
right.
I just
you're right.
and since we on the topic, I was literally, you know, doing my skincare routine, and I had a Drake playlist going, and I'm like, yo, like I was listening to the new stuff, and a song came on. I hadn't even given this song too much of a listen. I heard it one time, and I'm like, I literally had to pause this. I'm like, it's again with the double standard. Drake had a fucking bar so hard, like it was a whole verse, and I'm not even trying to glaze. Like this man, he said. He started spelling right, and I'm like, wait, hold on, what does that mean? He said KYSASAP. Then he followed that up by referencing one of his old albums with a bar from the biggest song from that album, and then he literally kind of foreshadowed everything that would happen to him in that verse. And I was like, man, like I feel like the hate is so forced. Like, but if people, I didn't even listen to this song that good. I happened to stumble upon it. I'm like, man, like I fuck with the verses. Like I feel like so much of this shit of like who's real and who's not, it takes away from the music sometimes. Because if we put the same, like if we put Rick Ross and Drake on the same like grading scale of like, okay, you're both cap, say some people, fuck that, we're just gonna judge the music. Like I feel like both of these albums would be in the same like category. They're both good albums, like,
and that's why they're at where they're at. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think just me as like being a hardcore rap fan, like I don't like the music because I can't really like feel how real it is versus like the music I grew up on, you know. Even if I go back and listen to Wu-Tang Clan, like Wu-Tang Clan feels a lot more real because they telling their real life stories, you know. And when they are telling stories or hyperbolizing the moments, you know, it's clearly a story. It's clearly Johnny Blaze telling a story. You know, it's not Method Man telling his personal life story, you know.
And I feel
you
know,
want to hear people speaking their truth. Facts. Yep.
And I think that you can also speak your truth through like metaphor and poeticism or whatever you want to call it. It's not a word, but still.
Yeah.
Because it's like sometimes you got to be braggadocious just to like emphasize how you feeling, right?
Right.
And yeah, there's gonna be some cap in that braggadociousness, but at the same time, I don't think that is void of truth. Like I think of folks spitting in ciphers all the time, it leans
prose.
more braggadocious than like story based usually or metaphor based. And I feel like there's power in that too, because I think of some of my favorite even like old school rappers who would spit some of the like craziest like flex bars of all time. You know what I mean? But like could you really go back and verify that that flex was accurate? You know, it's like, has he really stood on his money?
Right.
How tall was he truly? You
Right.
know, it's like
Right.
you're not gonna validate every single bar, but at the same time, there is an element of truth that has to come with any piece of art.
Yeah.
And I feel like even with Rick Ross's capping, there is some truth in the capping that he be spitting, because what I will say, he's been consistent on his luxury rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
From
like
the jump.
he lives a luxury lifestyle.
Yeah.
And he proves that. So it's like, yeah, maybe some of the things he might be getting from like, oh yeah, so and so who I know who's richer than me had this happen to him, but
No,
I'm gonna
for
say
sure.
it, you
Yeah.
know, because it matches my aesthetic and my lifestyle. And
I
my
agree
brand.
with that, because like even the Camel Meat song, no other rapper can make a song called Camel Meat. But
Nah, that was
only
not
Rick
what
Ross
his
could get
name
away with
was.
that
Right?
because it's true to the character he's built. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's true to the life he's been living for the past 15 years. And so I just quit like the street shit. I really don't like nobody rapping about the street shit, because
Yeah.
like it just brings a whole lot more to your front door. And if you ain't ready to handle it, we gonna see how real you are, unless you got the money for the security. you know?
Because that's the thing, they don't have to handle it at all.
Yeah.
You know, where they're at, they don't have to handle it, so they can spit whatever they want.
Right.
And I-
you would be an idiot to handle it, in my opinion. In my opinion.
you would. And that's my thing about like when it comes to the idea, because like a lot of underground rappers, you know, we all sort of think similar in terms of like oh, I want to be the realest out, right? But sometimes it's like find a way to have a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying like you should go all completely, you know, cap, because like you're not at that level. You can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, and you brought up Young Thug, and I think we've seen a lot of holes poked in Young Thug's story, but I clearly remember an interview back in like 2015 where Thug was saying like he wrote a lot of raps from the persona of like manifestation and trying to like write his truth so that he reached that level of success, you know? And like that changed my mind about rap completely in a different way, because yeah, like I do feel like a lot of people manifest things through the raps, you know, and then they actually end up living that lifestyle because of what they wrote about, you know. But again, when it's on like the street shit as opposed to the luxurious like successful stuff, that's when I get like,
Can I ask a question about that though too? Because like low key, when it comes to like rappers who didn't live that lifestyle but also don't want to come off corny, how do they even pivot in that lane? Because I feel like a lot of it is trying to avoid like, oh, I could say what I'm actually living right now, but that would sound corny on a track, so I'm gonna say something that might not be what I'm living, but like it sounds doper.
I think that's just an internal confliction, you know. Like I'm not here to be your therapist. Like that's what the music was supposed to do for you, you know.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like I don't really think you ever should fake. Like I appreciate Kyle. I don't know if y'all remember Kyle. I appreciate.
I remember Kyle.
Well, you get in this pocket, like slide over a little bit. You're
Me,
good,
me?
Ty.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate Kyle. I appreciate Chance the Rapper. I appreciate dang, who else was I thinking of? It was another
Kyle, Chance.
SoundCloud rapper from like that era. But I'll just leave it at there. Kyle and Chance. You know what I'm saying? Like the music they put out was so true to who they were at those times, and it reached the upper echelon because I feel like you felt the realness to the music. You felt the passion in the music, you know?
See, but I think Kyle's a perfect example. That nigga corny as hell.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
And after he dropped, I don't think he could really make it. I feel like because of his corniness, he couldn't do anything else. He didn't make a career out of it for real.
Well, I think that was his own internal conflictions. I think he started getting around some people he considered GOAT rappers and might have felt a little intimidated, you know. But then look at Big Sean. I feel like Big Sean ain't never been a capper. He's always been true to what he's been going through. And I think he made the choice to not be the capper. And yeah, I mean, I'll give it to y'all. When you get to the mainstream, if you choose to stay true, you definitely take some hits, you know?
Yeah.
They said just write something that fits. Look at Will Smith with Summertime.
Yeah, exactly.
point, yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I think rap was built on learning how to make something from nothing and telling your story. And we have gotten so far away from that. That's why it gets so much slander now, you know, even when it comes to falling off the billboards or all these things. It's because people know, like, there's nothing real they could feel from a lot of this mainstream music.
Yep.
So I'm gonna transition us in to the next topic, still in music. So if you don't know, this Thursday, YG and The Game are having a versus. So I wanted to take this time to get y'all's opinion on who you think is going to quote unquote win this versus.
I mean, look.
They're also from two different areas. I just want to put that out there.
I'm always gonna salute the righteous side, you know, but those some big ass cappers right there too. they
wait, hold on. Repeat that.
Those some big ass cappers right there. You know, like, yeah, they both from the sections. They both really righteous. You know what I'm saying? They could probably tell you the big blood Bibles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't question that, but there's a lot of people from those areas that don't have to play that character, and I feel like The Game chose to play that character because he was so closely affiliated to Wack. But then you can go back to like the early or the late 1990s and you can see like Jason Taylor has some episodes on Jerry Springer. Jason Taylor has some independent movies where there was no gangster to him, you know. YG, you could go back to the early 2000s and you could see when he was with, what was it, 400 and them and Ty Dolla $ign and
when he came up with the jerking era.
Push's Inc. Yeah. When he was running around with Push's Inc., they were dancers. They were not really, and that's not to hate on the dancers, because I know in LA, like a lot of the jerkers was really getting busy and they was really from the sections, but they weren't really.
Because you got people like AZ Chike. It's a few of them.
Yeah, and so I know that it's real to who they are and who they had to be, probably to just survive those streets. But I think the YG and The Game characters have been so inflated and hyperbolized for the rap culture, you know?
Well, who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
Yeah, you got to pick one. You got to pick one.
Versus.
I don't think you can beat The Game. The documentary is one of the greatest rap albums of all time.
What you think? What you got? Unique in the back. What you got, man? What you got? Who you got?
I'm gonna put it on YG just because I personally am not a fan of The Game.
Bro, it's YG. YG got this shit in the bag. So I made a list. I made a list, bro. YG got this shit in the bag. He said, not your bro. YG got this shit in the bag. He probably gonna knock him out within the first 10 minutes. All right, I'm gonna just give you my list, right? I tried not to be biased. Ready?
Yeah.
We got YG, right? Tooted and booted. Who do you love? Fuck Donald Trump. You broke. Why you always hating? Left, right. Bick and back being bull. BPT. This is what I got for The Game. Hate it or love it. How we do. 100 featuring Drake.
One Blood, West Side Story. I think there's so many cuts, but like you go down that documentary album, I think when you really hear it out loud and you feel that energy, like it's going to be a whole different story. And I think there's a 15-year gap. There's a 15-year gap between them.
I agree.
So
I agree.
I think the culture has forgotten what The Game really did. But then you go to the Pray album, or what was that? Not the Pray album. What was that out? Jesus Peace? But he had the song with Chris Brown. He had the song with J. Cole, Pray. Again, there's a 15-year gap. So I think people really forgot what The Game can do. But The Game originated the template for who YG is now, you know? And so a lot of the songs YG has made, he copied The Game's blueprint, but The Game has been a better rapper his whole career.
Okay, I got 2 points. I forgot. What'd he say? Red rose, white ceiling?
Red rose, white ceiling. Yeah.
But so that's one for The Game. I won't disagree with you. I think the game did a lot. I'm not gonna say what he's capable of doing because I did hear his newest song that he released on Father's Day. That shit was ass. I'm sorry. Shout out to the fathers, but that was not a good representation. He had Travis Barker and Alabama Barker in that.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. I'm sorry.
No,
like,
I
it
don't
wasn't good.
disagree.
It
I don't
wasn't good.
disagree with you, but I do think like you can't really hold holiday like gimmick songs to anybody's real talent.
No, but lately, look. Okay, before I get there, the game was very prevalent during the time of when there was no noise being shaken in the West, like at all. Like you had like that whole like 90s era, like the end of the original, G-Funk era kind of dying out. Early 2000s game was the only one, at least in LA. Like you still had Short and E40, Mac Dre before he died, they were holding it down for the Bay. But as far as LA, I personally don't know too many artists to come out in the mainstream and hold it down like the game did. So I will not knock the game. Like there was a good maybe 8 to 10 year period where the game was holding shit down.
Who do you know that beef with 50 Cent and 50 Cent walked away? 50 Cent still beefing with Rick Ross. 50 Cent, 50
That's
Cent,
a fact.
I don't know. The game has been King Kong of the West Coast for the longest.
But he ain't finna win his verses. That's all I gotta say. I hear what you're saying, but you name some songs like I can't even like try to sing. Like I don't know. And this is a platform where it's hit for hit.
You weren't on the West Coast as a teenager though.
50 Cent don't walk away from shit.
Yeah.
How you feel, man? How you feel, Dave? What? Give me your opinion. I want to hear it. I will say the GU Not that was very clever. That was clever. I'll give it to Game.
And he had a verse for everybody in the whole clique. I don't know, Game, and that's the thing too. Game is really like a rapper's rapper. Like ain't no rapper ever gonna say the Game is a bad rapper. Does he do some corny shit? Does he do some untasteful shit?
He will
Of course.
wait for his chance to come back. We ain't talking about a comeback though. Who's gonna win this versus? Like that's what I want to know. Like I mean,
there's not a lot of YG songs that have made me like really get busy since his first album. The Game, I could say like he could pop up with a song with a dope ass verse anytime and people gonna like be like, oh shit, you hear that Game verse? Or oh shit, did you see what the Game did? Like he's always gonna be relevant when he wants to be.
not saying he's not gonna be relevant, but I don't think he's winning his verses.
But that's
like
the thing,
off of
like the
hits.
music.
I really don't.
On
I
the
really
stage,
don't.
when you hear the music, like when you hear One Blood, what do you think YG gonna play to One Blood?
Picking back Bean Bull.
And it's not gonna hit the same.
It is.
It's not.
It is. Ty, I will put money on this shit. BPT, come on. I'm not even from the West, but when I hear BPT, I'm like, that shit gets me turned. Nigga, I'm from BPT. White side, man. I'm not even from there. That shit be having me false claiming, man. That shit be having me false claiming like a motherfucker.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I think
Source
you're
in the
coming
building.
from. I think you're coming from a really. Yeah. I think you're coming from a rapper's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like you're thinking about like bars and all these things. It's the same conversation when we were talking about Lupe Fiasco versus Kendrick. Because my thing is like yes, on a bar level, I can get that Lupe.
I'm talking about the feeling. I'm talking about the
Dave said
feeling.
He agree with Ty. Okay.
I'm talking about the feeling
We got
because you
two
got to
for
think
Game.
like the game has features with Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was in his hottest era. The Game has features with Chris Brown through Chris Brown's ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? The Game's got songs with all of the hottest rappers to like come through for the past 20 years.
Name
like
the
there's
tracks.
a lot of songs
Somebody
we
name the
forgetting about.
tracks. Forgotten all the way about because I can't.
But when you hear them and you hear how the music feels,
gonna
it's
have to
gonna
do a
be like you
play-by-play.
hearing Nipsey Hussle for the first time all over again.
The first song I heard of Nipsey Hussle was featuring YG. I'ma be so for real.
And that's what I'm saying. YG was strategic in who he has been around, but the Game originated the template and we forget what the Game has done. But when he brings all that stuff back up, the feeling is still gonna be there. So it doesn't matter what you know now, it matters how you feel when he's on that stage across from the little nigga.
I'll hold you to it. I think YG got it though, but I'll hold you to it. I'm really gonna watch this one.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
interested
if my mind
in seeing how
changes,
it
we
go.
will come back on stream and I will eat my words. Like if I'm like, ah, damn, the game, he won that. But right now, where it stands off of those 10 tracks alone, YG's wiping the floor game.
Especially because for me, as someone who's not, I'm just not a big The Game fan. That's the reason why I'd even go with YG in this case, right? Because it's not even like I'm like a huge YG fan either. But like whenever I hear The Game, I hear him. I've heard The Game mainly on features, and I don't think that I think he's boring. That's my issue. Like that's my only issue with The Game is that he a little bit boring. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's my thing. I'm like I gotta hear something that knocks on the day of the verses.
But do you remember the documentary album?
I do remember the documentary album.
Do you remember how you felt when you first heard the documentary album?
Yeah, I do.
Can you describe that feeling? Was it still boring?
Look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Hated to love it to done. So that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. I've never besides just knowing the beef with him and 50, like I've never gone to look for Game's music. I think the Game's corny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Game's corny. I don't not think YG. Is it corny? I know that shit did not make sense. Like
I know what you mean.
You know
though.
what I'm saying? Like
I wouldn't
YG's had his corny moments, but as far as like what I think,
Big Back being Boo was a trend because of Lil Wayne and The Game's alliance. Big Back being Bull only happened because Lil Wayne and The Game was banging blood so hard at the time. So YG could sweep up in there and become the new
right? They
generation of
both
Super
corny.
Blood.
They both corny.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of hits, and that's what Versus is about. I think of who did Pretty Ricky just go up against? Was it Pretty Ricky when B2K and Pretty Ricky wiped the floor with their ass. They wiped the floor, and it's off of hits because I'm sure people who are into music like we are.
Okay, but that's saying. But then think about the Locks. Nobody knew the Locks music, but they got up there and they made you feel it.
See, I respect to that because my thing is that changed verses. That specific verses like really changed how you could win in a versus because it was all about like how many hot tracks do you have compared to this other artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Locks and who were they up against? Locks and
Dipset had all the hits.
Yes.
Jewels was really like pumping shit out for him at that time.
But they came out and they performed it to a point where it was like, okay, now folks were feeling the other side, right? And I think that if The Game comes out and does that, we'll be seeing a completely different types of verses. But I think just off hits, the Game's gonna have the nostalgic folks on it. Why did he get
left off the Super Bowl though? If he really can perform like that,
because he ain't never folded to nobody. Just like he ain't never folded to 50 Cent.
Come on, man.
If you want to, y'all can share the
man.
mic, man. But I salute Ty. I salute Ty.
He ain't never folded. I remember when he knocked out who was it? 40 Cal. I remember when he went toe to toe with 50 Cent. I remember when he was pushing Black Wall Street before we even really knew where the treetops were, before we knew where Cedar Block was, all that. He was really standing on it. And he pushed avenues for Kendrick. He pushed avenues for YG. He pushed avenues for Ty Dolla $ign. For
he
Nipsey.
also pushed avenues for it to be okay for rappers to leak their own dick pics. He did. He did. The Game. He had that photo. So I got to bring it up. I got to. Because they clown Drake for this shit.
You talking about The Game versus YG?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, you a day?
No, and I said that too. They the biggest cappers.
No, I'm gonna give Game his credit. Like what credit?
Wait, get in here.
Hold on.
Man, I got you.
Hold on. We making space.
All right. Sourcing this bitch. All right, like I say, I'm gonna give Game his credit, what credit due, as in like in the time frames of I was a kid to now. he did his shit. He like he said he collaborated who he's supposed to collaborate with. He had beef with didn't he beef with 50?
He did.
Yeah.
Beef
Do you
with
not?
50 Cent, even though he lost that war.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Dave. I appreciate.
But honestly, I gotta really say I only listen to the game unless because he was on a feature with somebody. I never went to go look for his his music personally.
That's all I was saying.
But that's why
That's
y'all
all I
don't
was
remember the
saying.
hits.
No,
No.
I'm not saying he don't have hits, but it's like if we gonna be honest with like, okay, who did I really fuck with? Who I fuck with for real? Like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, she right. It's hella YG songs. I went to go look for.
This is what we talking about.
But why did you look for him? Because they was playing in the club, or because
No.
girls was listening to him?
No,
Like,
it's
what
because
made you go look
it's
for him?
after you heard like a couple of his hits. What's the song when he was they had the black and white on and with the guns?
a lot.
Talking about Big and Back.
A lot. He
Sing
just
it.
did a video like that.
No, man, y'all know the one I'm talking about though. Like it's one of his main hits.
Let me
My
see.
nigga, my nigga.
No.
No, not that one.
Left, right, left, right, left.
Yeah, I think it was Left Right.
Mm-hmm.
But still, he still made you go check out his music for real. Like I actually have searched YG up and just listen to some of his shit just because the gang. I feel like because he was in CD era, that's why we don't know him like like how you saying.
Well, I feel and I feel like it's a difference. Like if you was a teenager on the West Coast when the game was in its prime, like you know all his hits. Like there's every album that I know. Like me and my partners, when the game dropped, we was going to get it. We was playing it, spinning it for weeks, just like we would spin a Kendrick record. You know.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it really, but West Coast artists weren't getting the same circulation they get now. So when a YG song drops, you might hear it all the way in Mississippi. You might hear it all the way in North Carolina. You might hear it all the way in New York. You know, the
Nothing
game wasn't
currently
that
though.
way.
Nothing currently. I will say they both are in the same position. I was a teenager on the West Coast, and let me tell you, the impact was there. Okay.
And then that's the thing that I will give y'all, because like my thing is like if you were listening to him, because I know just based off of notoriety, this man was hot in his era, and I feel like he probably was more hot than YG was in
No,
at his
facts.
peak.
I told you earlier though. You cannot deny, and I often bring this up when the West Coast conversation comes up. Like there was a period of almost 10 years where there was nobody but the game. So I'm never gonna disrespect
the
him on
game
that.
and Yo Gotti though.
Nah, Yo got like on the West. So I would never take that from him, but
What you talking about? The game and Yo Gotti? What?
I don't know. I just felt like saying.
okay, so we got 2 for the game because we got Day in the chat who picking the game for this versus. This is on Thursday. Source, who you got? Game or YG? Sir?
Huh?
We put you on this camera. Who you got?
YG, right?
If we going off like hits for real,
Yeah, we're going off hits.
then honestly, I'm gonna give it to the game. He has more hits, but YG is more relevant if we gonna say that.
All
I
right,
gotta give him his
so
credit. I gotta go back to CD era to now.
okay, name me 10.
I don't know them motherfuckers personally.
Who is that in the chat? I think me and homie could come up with 10. We said red rose, white, red. Damn.
Red Rose, White
Red
Ceiling.
red rose, white. Yeah.
Hold on. How many of these 10 are going to be off the same album?
Nah,
Okay.
because
All right.
you got to even
I need
go back
10.
to his
They-
mixtapes.
I
Yo,
need
let's hear 'em.
10,
Okay,
at least
yeah, let's
5
list
from
'em.
you.
You got West Side Story. You got Hate It or Love It.
Hey, stay in the camera because the next topic, we need you for the next
You got
one.
you got Pray. You got I wish I could remember. Oh, Celebration. That's what it was with Chris Brown. You got All My Life with Lil Wayne. You got Come on, Dave, give me some. Dog, you got One Blood. You got 300. That's 8 right there. I just need 2 more, dog.
Your dog ain't helping you.
He not.
He said,
He got real quiet after that.
he said, damn, you beat me to it. And then he said, dreams.
Dreams, yup, that's 9. Dream, yup. And there was one more off the Jesus Peace album. I think Wale was the feature, but I can't remember.
This the songs I like from YG though. Big Bang.
Ali Bowman.
Ali Boom, hey, that's the one I was
Boomai.
thinking of. Yeah. So that's 10 right there.
Damn,
All right.
I only heard 2.
All right.
All right, we're gonna see on Thursday.
We gonna see.
on
I'm
Thursday.
excited.
They gonna have a
I'm
real
excited
rap battle?
now.
Yeah, they got a real versus Thursday. YG
Also,
the
who
game.
I think gonna win is YG. If we're gonna say who I think gonna win, it's gonna be YG.
So we back to the original numbers. It's a 2-3 split. 2-3 split.
If we going off who finna win, because y'all gotta think
We
about
going
who
off the
finna watch
verses.
it. No, our
Oh, okay,
verses. I'm
okay,
saying
yeah.
who finna watch it.
The old folk?
No,
No.
it's gonna be
Nah.
a mixture of both.
It is. It's gonna be a mix.
It's gonna be
a
the
mix.
34 and ups.
No.
It's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be a
No, it's
mix.
gonna
You
be a
tripping,
big-ass
man?
mix,
You
bro.
it's gonna be a good mix.
YG
You gonna
got
have
hella
kids
youth
watching it
gang.
too.
A lot of people
Low-key-
watching the game
low-key,
as
I
youth.
sorta side with
it's about to
Ty
be
on
hella
that.
mix, but I feel
don't
like
know.
at the end, who probably got more TikTok hits? YG.
That's
yeah,
why I
that
say
too.
it's gonna be a mix because you got to think YG's hitting the era from YG's 34, 35 himself, so he hitting that lane and younger. The game, I don't know how much younger he hitting, but he at least hitting folks that's maybe 28 and up.
That's why I say
Maybe.
the least is probably 26.
And that's because, and I'm gonna be real because when the game came out, I was still in elementary school. I'm gonna be so real with you. So anybody under that, y'all had to have good people around
I'm
you
just
to even
thinking
know.
about all the verses I have heard about is because the aunties be talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Don't get me wrong, but think about it again. The people that they've been having has been most of their genre. It's been
Just like the game, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. The platform is tailored towards them.
but why? You know,
But when you
I
put
think
YG
people gonna
in the
be.
mix. If that give they doing it on purpose.
That's what I was
They
gonna
want the
say.
youth
It's
to
a
come
good
back
marketing
in and watch what's
ploy.
going on, and YG is gonna put the youth there to the point. Watch, it's gonna be. I think they had Soulja Boy in that motherfucker before then.
Honestly, too.
I
Also,
think early on,
oh,
Soulja
yeah.
Boy
Early verse Bow
Right,
Wow.
I'm trying to tell you, like
Yeah.
the youth is there. You don't see us, but we be watching and clipping that shit.
But
Oh,
Soulja
Auntie
Boy
Jane
was for the
clipping shit.
auntie eras. Soulja Boy
I'm
was
just
from the
hitting
auntie
you.
eras.
What's auntie era?
Yeah,
like what's
that's-
auntie? Because my
Auntie era
like,
like when it's 26 and up.
2006 to 2015.
like that's when they graduated.
That's when they were like in high school, consuming the music, to college, really partying to the music. I feel like, yeah.
Dang, 2006.
Right? No, the 2015 hit me. Auntie is crazy.
2006 to 2000.
You gotta narrow that window, boy.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta-
narrow
you
that
gotta-
window.
Are you talking about, okay, so like, are you talking
like
about
what's
when
the
they,
age range? Like
oh, the age range I feel like is 34 and up. 34 to like 45.
All right, shout out to all you 34-year-olds.
Right.
Y'all aunties now. I don't know if y'all knew yet, but y'all might not have known, but you are. All right? That's what it is. You heard it here first.
Right.
So what make them a stuss? Or
What
YG? I mean, yeah, young girl.
I don't.
Hey,
Look,
YG.
me and YG the same age.
As a black woman, as a black woman,
Young.
I'm gonna tell you what makes you auntie, right? Once you start putting that perfume and that cocoa butter, and you start putting it on, moisturizing, great. You got your dangly jewelry on, your earrings,
34.
your reading.
Oh, I was
all
gonna
of
say,
that.
low key, 34 ain't that bad. When you,
34.
when you, when you
a
say it
true
like
auntie.
that,
When your
yeah.
intentions is right, that's when you a true auntie. If your intentions ain't right, you are not. I don't care if you're 37. If your intentions ain't right, you ain't no true auntie. If I can't trust you with my life, I ain't consider you no auntie, man.
I done mess up 29-year-old aunties, you know, but and I'm coming for all the aunties.
The
you know,
auntie
like,
it's
That's
an
real.
aura.
Attention.
It's an
Shout out.
aura.
Shout out to the
Okay, you might
aunties,
be an
y'all.
auntie. Okay, damn,
Fact.
right.
We make
And
rankings for
that's
auntie,
good.
so y'all gotta give the other rankings. So that's auntie.
Okay.
So I guess after auntie is what, grandma? I mean,
Nah, after
Is it younger or where we
gotta go- we gotta
we
do
going?
both.
We
We gotta
going?
go.
Okay.
You
Sure,
gotta
gotta
do
go
both.
both ways, yeah.
so
We
it's
can't
just
even
like
go on
you
age
got,
anymore.
It's just like niggas, you know, you got YNs, you got young hoes.
No,
You know
young
what I'm
girls,
saying?
man. YGs, man. Young girls.
Go, respectful.
I know they call them YNs, young niggas.
ain't
but
paying taxes.
But I think they are going by
They
young
running
hoes
their
now.
car on.
I think they
E.
are, like, legit. Like
Running
on
their
TikTok.
car on E, they cooking
ain't
with the
changed it.
highest temperature
See,
to
this
get
is a
done in
trend.
5
This is a
minutes.
trend.
They
right
ain't
now.
changed their brakes
They
in
ain't-
over a year. Their top quality meal was chicken Alfredo. Like that. That's like them going all out.
Yeah.
What else?
You talking about young
They-
girls?
Yeah, young girls.
yeah.
I don't want to talk
And
about
then Then when you get to like when you get to like the 25 to 26 to the 29s, that's when they be like, yeah, that's like big sis. Shorty be thinking a little bit, you know.
Mind
She might
getting
still
right a
have
little
some
bit.
crazy
All right, big
activity,
sis.
but
Yeah.
You can't call her no hoe no more, none of that bitch shit,
Yeah.
none of that ain't
Yeah,
swag
yeah.
no more.
Okay, yeah, that's big sis.
Yeah.
but if
And
it get
then-
down, you know, she's still gonna beat somebody up if she got to, yeah.
And then above
Yeah.
big sis
yeah.
is auntie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what's above auntie?
Grandma.
I would say
Man.
I would say above auntie probably mama.
Mama,
because mom, yo, you got to think like I don't
right.
maybe I'm just being a little too like to my own experiences, but I feel like everybody had a mama with a little sister who was the cool auntie. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
kind of how I think
Okay,
about
mama
I
is
can't say
next.
that.
Okay, we
I
got to
can't say
agree
that.
it's for mama after
I
auntie.
ain't.
You said someone agreed.
Yeah,
mama
to
after auntie?
mama after auntie. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
yeah.
Okay, we doing
My auntie
right.
was mean. Even though she wasn't mean to me, she was still mean.
it. You ain't had no cool aunties.
Yeah, I
Okay.
had a few, but
They was older.
I'm finna queue up our
yeah,
next
they
topic.
started getting cooler when I got older.
Yeah.
Okay, so what y'all trying to go with? Y'all trying to go with crime? Y'all trying to go with scandal? What we feeling? I'm not gonna tell you the
Oh,
topic.
yo.
We just gonna dive
Yeah,
into
let's-
it.
let's-
I
let's hit a
I
scam.
just seen somebody do some gasoline at the ISIS building for FBI.
Oh, word?
Oh,
That's
saw the
crazy.
Somalis-
Okay, well he
the
decided. Okay,
Somalians.
y'all decided where we going. Y'all decided where we going. So we going a little political, right? So
You saw that?
I didn't see it. I didn't. I will check it out. We can queue it up. What is it?
It was on Instagram.
Send it to me if you can. I'll
Gasoline
make it
thrown
easy.
at the ICE headquarters. Was it headquarters?
Yep. Just to put that in, it's gonna come up. You got it. You went to Instagram, it would have came up easy.
Since we're talking about this, while I get this queued up. Yeah, y'all president been wilding, man. Y'all president has been wilding. Like, nah, facts.
When has he has not?
Yeah.
Facts. But
That
let me
man don't care
tell
what he
y'all what y'all
said.
president do this week, bruh. Why did this man think that he was entitled to be in the World Cup winners team photo? Like, I don't know if y'all seen that. I'm gonna try to
he
pull
thought he could
that
pull
up.
up to
I don't
the
know if
NBA
you can
finals
pull it up because they
and
cropped
sit
him
on
out
the
of every
floor?
picture.
Let me see if I can pull up the video.
They cropped him out
it
so
was
many
so
Y'all
times.
know I
bad.
won't now, nigga. I'm the
Oh, that
president.
was so
I ain't
funny.
got it.
But I don't know. See, as much as I don't fuck with this nigga, sometimes he be doing some rapper shit. So I'm like, hey, you know, cause like you come into my turf, you come to the crib, and you think I ain't gonna hop in the pictures.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I was just talking to someone about the results of everything, right?
So Spain won. Spain won the
won it
World
all.
Cup.
No, yeah, they won the World
it all.
Cup.
They beat
Won it all.
Argentina. Shout out to them.
Now, here's the thing,
Shout
right?
out to them. Hold on, I got some audio playing from somewhere.
I personally know a lot, like a few folks that work in professional sports, right?
Yep.
And I really don't like the narrative that these sports are being scripted. Because my thing is, if they really are being scripted, the players don't know. Because my thing is, like, anytime I'm having a conversation with a player, they're not like they would never. Here's my thing,
Why would
right?
they tell you that?
No, but my thing is like they're playing. You know what I'm saying?
So
like
It's
they
called-
just
hold
they
on.
go
It's-
out there
brother,
and they
you
play.
Is a whole, time out. He's a whole writer, a whole scripter, all of that. Bro, it's called acting.
Come on, I mean like family. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because you got to think like these people live their whole lives training for these events. They ain't telling them, but they telling the refs. They
And-
telling the refs that we want this team to win, so make it harder for this team.
And
give them
that-
more penalties. Give them suspend
See,
more people.
I
Throw
believe
them more
That
out.
I can believe, but my thing is for you to straight up say like making it harder is one thing, but for you to say we know who's going to win and it's a sports
You wanna
game.
know why I say that?
Yeah.
I feel like they do that because, bro, we got numerous of times, like the dude, I don't remember his name, but it's literally a Netflix documentary that he literally was betting on himself or having people bet on him to overscore and underscore.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
been
but
coming
that-
out all
yeah.
year.
If we know that's possible in the sports industry, it's so much more that it's too deep to us. We can't explain it all, but bro, we know it's something. This shit is rigged.
Man,
okay.
y'all didn't see what was that last year? I think they found the Super Bowl. Somebody, I don't know if it was fake or not, but it was rumored that they found the Super Bowl script. Like, you know,
They
like
found the
so they found the script. And
Here's
like,
the thing,
and I think that's real. I honestly think they give the referees like, hey, They got an underdog story. People been rooting for them. They city is about to bring America this amount of money. If they win, this is the story we need to try to get to execute. But I don't think
Give
the
it to
players
Chicago
know.
then, the fuck.
I don't think the players know. It's not time yet, but it's close.
I
It's
just
close.
want to say this. I'm happy that Spain won. I don't care if it's script or not. Argentina's racist. And yeah, we defeating racists. It was a black boy leading Spain, a young black boy at
Yes,
that.
indeed.
Young black boy.
Shout out Speed. That nigga went hard.
What? Wait. We jumping topics. We jumping topics.
Wait,
We jumping
all I
topics.
wanted
Hold
to
on.
say,
We gonna
all I
bring up
wanted to say
Speed.
about it, right, was that if it is scripted, right, one thing that I do gotta give Trump a shout out to is when he had the president of FIFA over at the White House or whatever, and he was like, oh yeah, you know he wants his team to win, Argentina. I was like, yeah, if Argentina wins now, everyone's gonna say FIFA is scripted. So they couldn't let Argentina win. So if it was scripted, shout out.
But I think the story, that's the story, you know, like people.
Messi is good.
Not
Not good enough. And
The story, no.
and Messi doesn't stand up.
You gotta hit the
Right?
You gotta say that again.
Messi is good, just not good enough.
You gotta
But
hit it on that.
I also feel like Argentina couldn't win because so much. Like I wasn't a soccer fan. Or football fan before. I'm gonna be real. I got into it this year just because so many people were talking about it, and I'm not gonna lie, what D said is true. Speed made it entertaining. But a lot of racist shit was going on with Argentina fans, Argentinian players. Like it was so bad that they had to investigate some shit. So if you're gonna have a code of conduct, like honestly, like Argentina should have been pulled. They had a political stunt. They were saying that I forget the country, but they were basically saying that it was theirs. They lost it in the war, but there was like basically like we know the truth type shit. And they weren't supposed to have any political stance, not even from America. You couldn't have no political stance. And they went out there after their win. I think it was in the semifinals, and they held up a big sheet. So they were supposed to be disqualified, but. Anyway, I digress. I'm just happy they didn't win.
The whole world is racist.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
facts.
so many
Countries with not
storylines,
even
though.
black people. Do you know that Argentina, they committed basically black genocide. There's the population of Argentina is less than 1%. This is from a coworker of mine who's Argentina.
people there?
Oh, less than 1%.
They sent them all to the front line of the
Yeah,
military
they sent
so
them
they
to
could be
fight
killed off.
and killed off. And then like when there was like
I will
when
not
there
ever
was a
go
mi-
there.
they
I'm
basically
saying.
told they basically told like the original Argentinas there was like race mix with the Europeans so we can clean it up. Like it was a straight like Latino man that was president at the time. He was like, yes, we need to race mix. We need to get this as pure as we can.
Crazy.
What up,
Crazy.
Mop Top? Come on, man. I love to see you Mop in the building, man. Yes.
What up, Mop?
So,
What up?
Anyway,
Mop Top
I digress because
Yeah, I
I
don't wanna talk
run
about this
into
no
the
more. It's
ground.
making me sad.
Exactly. But, shout out
Like, that
Spain.
shit
What is his
fucked
name?
up.
Lamal. I hope I'm saying that right. Yamal. A black man. A black
so
kid.
the storyline to that though was when he was a baby, Messi did something like
yeah. So
Yeah.
he had a photo
Yeah.
shoot. They had a
Yeah.
photo shoot. There was like
And
this competition.
his family won the competition.
Yup. And so yeah. So shout
Yeah.
out that
Well,
the
you
World
just
Cup was
told- That's
fine.
the storyline right there, bro. Everything else didn't fucking matter.
That's what I'm saying. That's
No,
why
no, look,
they
look.
scripted it the way they did.
I'm out
They-
here watching everybody telling them, go Mexico, go Mexico, let's go.
Look, before we get to other topics, these boys had him running his heart out. What you talking about? Messi, man, stop glazing Messi over here. Anyway,
Exactly.
We ain't worried about Messi.
We're
I do
worried
wanna go
about
back to
Messi.
Trump
Unless he
real
gonna
quick,
get on my
right?
podcast, I ain't
So-
worried about Messi.
So Trump felt entitled that he should have been in Spain's World Cup championship photo, and the president of FIFA was like trying to shoo him off, but they didn't get it in time. Like he was like trying to act, elderly as he is. Anyway, but also, so Boosie's mad at Trump because apparently Boosie paid Trump $600,000 to pardon him, and he didn't do it. So
What you mean he didn't pardon him? I thought that's how he got out of jail.
he didn't pardon him. Nah, you could get out. I think he's on bond, so you could get out of jail. But
he's
pardon
scared
is
that he might go back to
basically
jail.
Well,
I know
yeah,
what the
he's
pardon.
had a lot.
I know exactly
so,
what the pardon mean. That means
so
the president said you can get out of jail no matter
right,
what you did.
but Boosie recently
good.
had an altercation
I
in a
fuck
club,
with
where he beat somebody up in a club. Him and his security guard, and then like violated his probation or something. So he's fighting that case. But without the pardon, he wouldn't have had like any prior charges. So I think because he caught a new charge, he's like on edge. Like, I paid this man. Like, yeah. So he want a refund.
You want a refund?
He wants
That's
a,
hilarious.
That's what you get. You and all the other
No,
motherfuckers.
oh, here we go.
Y'all paid that nigga money. He took it and invested in.
Hold
what he
on, let
wanted
me
to
let me
invest
let me
in.
show the
Yeah, I agree.
people. Let me show the people. So here's Boosie's tweet. It says, "Everyone you said you reached out to for my pardon has said you are lying. Every name you named has denied your allegations. Everybody you named will have their time to speak. It's getting hot. So where did the money go? I thought Trump signed the pardon. I thought you had the president. Where we at? On speed dial. You should have did your research before trying to jack me like you jacked the others. X has his stupid thing, but yeah, he's throwing shade. I forget at who, but and Trump, because his pardon did not go through.
You
So
want Trump to go Twitter war fight with his ass? He like the Twitter war. He got them. Twitter
yeah,
If he
presidential news of the week right there.
he a black man in America. Like I even the Kodak pardon surprised me, but I don't know
He did
what
that for
made you
good
think.
favors. He was
wars.
trying to get
Let's
the
see if it works.
folks.
Clip that.
Oh, clip that. He
No,
was
you
trying
supposed to be able to
oh
just
yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
I seen what you sent me.
You supposed to just be able to say it.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Let's see if it works.
All those pardons were for good favor to try to get on the black community side, and some people fell for it. So I
Yeah.
don't think he give a damn if a
But I'm
Kodak
just saying,
Black tapped Joe or not. Like,
Boosie was
Yeah,
already
same.
a nigga who was in jail for far too long. Why you ain't learned your lesson already? These politicians don't give a fuck about you, man. You was supposed to get your money and build Boosie land and be straight down there. Well, I don't even know why you beating people
Right, you
up.
supposed to
shit.
do the motherfucking Rick Ross way.
right,
That's a true. I look up to.
man, you missed
I
our
do.
beginning of the stream, man.
Rick
Where
Ross
were
is
you,
really out
man?
here doing some big
Where were
things.
you?
Niggas came from being the police, as they say, correction officer.
Yeah.
So that man owning anchors. Have I said that right?
Agri, you good
Yeah,
though? You
Agri.
straight? Yeah, I don't want to get back into that topic, so we gonna pivot on
Yeah.
into the streaming space, man. Yeah, before we get deep into it, I just want to say my opinion on the number one streamer, I Show Speed, man. I Show Speed does his
Number
own
one.
thing. He is trailblazing. The World Cup was so entertaining because of him.
Yeah.
His personal World Cup song was bigger than the official World Cup song.
It's the World Cup time. It's the World Cup
I never
time.
have I seen, and
Yeah,
shout
that
out
was
to
so
another black
good,
man.
yeah.
Never
Yeah.
have I seen a black man get personally invited to the World Cup to go on a tour. Everywhere they were, he was covering it, getting invited to press boxes, sitting with politicians, sitting with some of the biggest stars. You know what I'm saying? And just humble and keeping his same composure who he grew to be. I really respect Speed for that. Made it entertaining. He also exposed a lot of racism, like you were talking about, in these other countries, is all over the world, in countries that don't even got a big black population. So we saw a lot of true colors, but
Man, what the hell do we do to the world?
A lot.
yeah.
You mean we as Americans or we as black people?
Us as black people, why the fuck
Nothing.
everybody hate us?
But Americans, a lot.
Yeah.
Black people, we ain't done nothing, and there's a lot of countries that
I
recognize
just think
that
it's
and
stigmas.
forget black people for what we've gone through, but they still look at America like them motherfuckers fucked with my life and my liberties.
And you
which
got to
we
think
did.
it's propaganda too. You got to think a lot of the time, like, and I know this
did.
because
Americans.
No, black people.
well, I'm gonna just give you either way you want to look at it, from America's perspective or from the
They
black
still like white people, though.
perspective. Like, it's propaganda. This is from this is straight from some people I know from England, some people that I know from Japan. Like, they literally tell me how they receive their news. Like, it's not all sides of a story. They'll get they may, in some countries they may only show Fox News. In some countries they may only show New York Times. You know what I mean? So whatever they're running, that's what they're gonna run with. And it's deeper than that. That's a whole stream for itself.
Even with
this
even
way
with the
deeper
wars
than
going
that.
on right now, even with the Iran stuff going on, we don't get none of that. We don't really see what's going on over there. They just tell us, hate Iran,
Right?
And that's all they be feeding us in the media. But It's some
It's
deep stuff
biases,
going
man.
on
It's
over there.
biases. Andy was telling me about this one. Look at Branadello and Reese. Okay, I'll check that out. But Andy was telling me about this Mexican boxer who kind of has a bad rep because like every time he comes to America, he says the N word and like he knows zero English, but he's like I know nigga, you know what I mean? And like.
He said, I know,
Which
nigga.
is crazy. Which is crazy. You know what I
mean, I
mean?
know
Like
nigga.
he don't know no English, but he know nigga. So he says nigga when he comes to America because he thinks it's funny. And it just shows like what
the stupidity.
For real.
it just shows you what the media can do. Like, you know, yeah. I don't think a lot of these people who are racist have even stepped foot in a black community, especially a strong black community, a functioning black community.
Well, and there's our American privilege coming into play. A lot of these countries got black communities in their own country, so they
not
really.
Argentina, not
No.
Argentina, not Belgium.
Argentina has 1%. There still
Less
is a
than
black.
1%.
There still is
Less.
a black community. So they're projecting how they feel about the people down there onto us.
And I
You know
wanted to
what I'm
say they
saying?
have a
Really
community because you got to think like I will say that is something that we have the privilege of having. Like I'm sure what black people experience in Argentina, the less than 1%, I'm sure they don't got no community. They don't even want them there. They literally probably you know what I'm saying? Like we have communities. We have the Atlantas, we have the Phillies, we have the Houstons, we have the Dallas,
You
we have the Oak Cliffs.
Nah,
like,
but you got to think about like Underground Railroad days. Like if you the one black person in Argentina, you probably spending your whole life to find more black people. So I honestly feel like they probably more united down there than we are here in America.
I also too, like from a like world history perspective, you got to remember too, black folks, it's very much a specific to America thing because the black people who are in other countries have like origins from like they understand where their origins stem from.
Yeah, most of them come from Africa. You go to the UK, most of the black people in the UK, their parents immigrated from Africa, over there by choice.
So
they weren't taken over there.
We're saying, oh, they're black communities, but in those black communities, it's, oh, I'm from Ethiopia,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
from Kenya, I'm from
Nigerian,
Jamaica,
right?
I'm
Yep.
from here. It's not the same as the culture of blackness that has been built in America, and that's the thing too. This is a much wider, deeper conversation.
Yeah,
that's why I'm
for
like,
sure,
I
for sure.
could go in it, but I'm like, I know we ain't got the time for it. But like also
Yo,
caste
what's
systems and
good,
how they're
dude?
set up in other countries too. That's like a really big reason behind, and like that's a spiritual reason behind their racism in certain countries is their caste system and their belief in that. And so it's like and then on top of it, during the time of like the Jim Crow era, a lot of propaganda was being sent to other countries by people who, it's funny, like
Man,
Looney,
we just
early
chatting,
Looney
we
Tunes
chatting,
and
we chatting.
We talking about some real shit in life.
talking about real shit. But like,
Get in here. We need your comment.
Dr. Seuss was doing like anti-black propaganda and having it sent across the seas to other countries and stuff like that. So it's like it's way deeper than a 30-minute conversation.
Yeah,
but there
facts.
is
Dr.
definitely
Seuss,
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, we could go.
I'm saying like like everybody, everybody had a
Where my
hand
mom
in it.
at? She'll talk about this. But,
You know,
uh,
so
racist ass bitch ass nigga.
he was.
Yeah,
He was.
everything we thought wasn't racist back in the day was racist.
Shit, I'm telling you.
right? Come on, Dave. We talking about that real over here. That's what we do. That's what we do.
So yeah, I do think we should have a conversation, but it's a much wider conversation.
Yeah. We might gotta have a specific stream because if y'all want to get into some world history, we could do that. We could do that for sure.
You gonna pull up documents and shit?
Man,
Absolutely.
we'll get into it. We'll get into it all the way. No sugar coating. Yeah. Don't get me started on the rate. Hey, come back for the next stream. Come back for the next stream. Man, let's hit the streaming world, man. Let's hit the streaming world.
Come on, let's talk about it.
I tapped into the whole streamer university.
I did
That's what
too.
I found myself doing.
Shout out my boy Suburban Baby MVP.
So we're gonna talk about
MVP.
Go on now.
we gonna pull up the list of award winners, and then I feel like we should give our list of who we think should be the top. out of this whole little class. So they had 120
I told
people. Suburban Baby's not my MVP. He is up there, but he's not my MVP.
Why he not?
I like other people better. Like in my opinion, my MVP
No,
is
I'm-
Pudgy.
I'm saying because of if you really watch who had the most, I'm talking about as an engagement and viewers.
But that's
and
not
shit
what I
like-
judge off of though. Like that's not what I'm judging
I
off
think
of.
we all gonna have different
Oh God,
criteria.
because I'm
to how
judging
we
off
pick.
of who kept me. I'm
Go ahead.
judging who kept. What my criteria is who I felt like was really entertaining to me. Like in my opinion, there was moments where Suburban Baby was entertaining, but a lot of the stuff he was doing was stunts, and that's cool, that's fine. But I'm going off of people. I'm like, they're actually funny as hell. Pudgy is funny as hell. Like, oh my
I
god.
ain't gonna lie, I ain't watch Pudgy. The
Man,
big day.
he's
I
funny
did
as
not watch
hell.
Pudgy. I did not
Oh
watch
my
Pudgy.
god, dude.
I
Yeah, you gotta pull up some clips.
Oh
I
my
can't watch it.
god.
I once
Wait,
Rakai
so-
came, I was watching
Suburban
Rakai.
Baby. So we got Suburban Baby,
Here-
Pudgy. Who was your MVP?
Wait,
Oh, no, no,
let me do the official. Let me do the official.
Okay,
Who
yeah.
won the awards? Damn, let me see. We got to reload.
Shit,
I'm gonna pull
my
it up for
MVP
you.
wasn't even part of the thing.
Yeah.
What, part of the
Damn.
award?
No, wasn't even supposed to be there.
He wasn't,
Nah.
but he got that.
I think I
Was
know
it one
what
of the
you're gonna
aluminums?
say.
Alumni.
Alumni.
Go say
Fam.
it. Say it.
Fam.
One of the alumni.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
if he was actually. I don't know.
Hold on, let me pull this
y'all know
up.
a little
We gonna
bit
pull
more
up the
about
winners.
history than
Was
I
it
do.
man?
You applying for campus police? Hey,
Mike.
Duke, you in
Funny
there.
Mike.
If you apply,
You did have
it's
to
in
go.
Europe next year, but you in there. If you apply for campus police, you will make it.
Who?
Duke.
Duke Dennis? I
No.
said Duke Lawrence.
Oh my God!
Duke-
Hey, Duke, bro, you gonna have to
I do
start.
this- I do this to him
you,
all the
you
time.
gonna have to start giving folks DP for calling you Duke Dennis, man. You ain't the first person.
They call him that.
No.
Hold on
No,
now.
it just
Hold on now.
it just so come off the tongue so simple.
I'm sorry. I got to pause on that. You said you can start get folks what?
DPs.
What do you mean by that?
Discipline.
Oh, okay. Say less.
What did you mean? By
Don't
that?
worry about it.
What did you mean? What the? I kind of got a feeling, but I'm just not
don't
gonna
worry
say
about
that.
it. Don't even worry about
I
it.
got a feeling. Okay.
Stay off of X, man.
No, right? Because, oh my God.
I feel like every other app is becoming X at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, it really
You
is,
said
though.
what? You said,
Every other app.
is
Man.
becoming X at this point.
man.
Cut your VPN on, you good to go.
All right, here we go. So here are the 2026 Streamer University Award winners. So, most improved, we got McQueen, Master of Mentorship, Agent, Biggest Flirt, Suki Mello, Engagement Guru, the Streamer University Police Department, Most Honorable, Bella Grace, Social Butterfly, Lonnie Azealia, Best Dress, Flippin' Josh, Best Group, Core, Class Clown, Haskell, Rising Star, Maddie and Reem, Community Builder, Stable, Ronaldo, Most Consistent Streamer, Juicy Jacob, Biggest Snitch, Big Ant, Hidden Gem, Blasian, Class Duo, Alyssa and Fine Jeremiah, Heart of Community, I Love Puzzles, Steady Growth Award, Wardrobe, Worst Behavior, Blizzo, Campus Icon, Your Rage, Best Roommates, Wardrobe, and Black Boy Max. Excuse me. School Spirit, Maya Nicole, and The Real Maya Live. What the hell is this? I bet this page better not. What the? Oh, hold on. They're trying to get me viruses up on here. Hold on. Let me go to main look real quick.
No, that's every damn site at this point.
Dog, what the heck?
Well, they know
Hold
who
on.
won. We can talk about who we
Nah,
like.
everybody don't. Did y'all watch these?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. One. Right? Hey, don't be
gonna-
laughing at the viruses, man. Yeah, but y'all can't go finish a list by yourself because I ain't risking no virus. But so I'm gonna give you go first. Give me your top five streamers from Streamer University 2026. I got this pulled up.
You talking about Source?
Yeah, and if you didn't tune into the whole thing, and you just let me know who y'all was rocking with.
All right, who's your top five?
Number one, Suburban Baby. Number two, I actually like the Playboy Mac. That was my first time really watching him. Number three, I give it to, I can't even know, the dude that be with Funny Mike the Mexican.
Oh, damn. I know you're talking about Runic.
Yup, Runic. And number 4, I'm giving it to Rakai. And number 5, I'm gonna give it to Ashley. I'm gonna give it to that dude. His name start with a K. Kenneth. It's somewhere with a K.
Let me see. Kenneth.
How many streamers was it total?
120 streamers and content creators.
Canel. Matter of fact, it was Canel.
Canel. LOL, when only one person does their homework for the group project. Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I was watching that shit.
Hey, I don't know.
Now we can do our top 5 females too.
I don't know anybody who was supposed to be there really besides Suburban Baby. And I don't Rakai a little bit. I saw McQueen a little bit. But honestly, Funny Mike was my MVP because the nigga came in on some real nigga shit. And
so those 2 are alumni. But I feel you. It definitely got turned up when the
Funny
alumni
Marco
came.
Was funny too.
Yeah. I'm giving it to Pudgy for my number 1. And the reason why is because he's actually a comedian and he's hilarious. Just like his banter is so funny. I actually liked him and Dub together. His comebacks are quick. He's witty. Yeah, like, and then like I felt like he kind of made everybody love him. At first it was kind of like, who is this dude? Because the first time I saw Pudgy, he was interviewing Marlon Wayans with Funny Marco, and I'm like, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
So then he popped up on Streamer U. I'm like, okay, I want to check this guy out. And so from Streamer U, I went and I checked out his stand up. He is funny. He is going to be bigger than a streamer. Like honestly, I think he just got into streaming after accepting this.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you, Pudgy. But my thing is like I've followed Pudgy since like before the streaming, so it was like, you know, I was happy that he was there.
Yeah.
And I thought he did his thing. I will say the most clips I saw was of Suburb Baby.
Yeah, for sure. He was active.
And
for
so
sure.
like for me, I'm like I probably would give it to Suburb Baby, just because like you gotta be the one whose clip. Like to me, that's like the biggest piece of streaming.
Yeah.
Like if you're the one who's being clipped the most, yeah, you did your thing, right?
Yeah. I won't take that from him.
Canel Joseph, he did his thing. He actually got a lot of followers from this.
Yes.
Like I think he probably out of all of this like not already established like streamers, I think he made like some of the most followers off of his time there.
Suburban like number 2, 1 and 2, they neck to neck. Because I swear to God, I was watching. I'm like, who the hell is this man? Because he had everybody in there.
And it's so funny, Suburb Baby. I remember I followed him a lot on TikTok. Before he got big into streaming, and he always had funny sketches. Like that dude did like some funny clips. So like I was also happy to see him on there too. But like, you know, I also too like the fact that DDG came through. You know, when the alumni started doing their thing, you know, DDG and Funny Mike being there was cool. But my favorite professor gotta be T-Pain.
Wait, hold on. No, we gotta finish.
Come on now, I had to throw that out there.
Suburban Baby, he's gonna be in the top for sure because of his work ethic. But like, I also gotta shout out Wardrobe and Blackboy Max. They're funny as hell.
That shit,
they're funny as hell. They're funny as hell.
Yeah,
they're in my top 5. Another person that I didn't expect, but this is a good.
What
pivot.
are y'all going off of? Like
what
made y'all laugh the most?
What I'm going off of is who I thought was entertaining, like actually entertaining. I thought they were funny. I also love their dynamic. Like they let me stick on Wardrobe and Blackboy Max for a second. So if you don't know, Blackboy Max, he been getting a lot of gay narratives put on him just because he's been expressing himself. And I think what they're doing is very important for the black community. Wardrobe is gay. Wardrobe is 17. He's from Philly. Blackboy Max is not gay. He's just expressing himself. And I think what has happened on Streaming University is a big tell-all of what the black community does. If you're not aligning your way in your life in a certain way that they think, quote unquote, a man should act like, then there's an issue. And they kind of debunked all of that. Like this one dude who it came out, the one dude with the little Bantu knots. So he had people were calling him gay for some shit that he did like last year, right? So he had this complete turnaround, and now he's like doing whatever the fuck he doing. But basically he was hypocritical because he had the same allegations put on him, and he was like, man, that ain't cool, this, that, and the third. And he goes and does that to Black Boy Max. So why I like them is because they weren't letting nobody fuck with each other so much that everybody fell in line. And when there was a problem, everybody addressed it, and they just like, that's not what we about to do. And so I respected them. I also think they funny. I like the content that they was putting out. And I like when people can be themselves. You don't have to, that's not who he is. Why you gotta act like some fucking hard ass nigga if he not that? Like, just let him be who he wants to be. And that's what Wardrobe gonna do that regardless. But I feel like now, because of their duo, like now I think Max will be more confident in that, and that's what he wants to do. He just wants people to be able to be who the fuck they want to be, and that's all we are entitled to do. Like, we don't owe nobody nothing. Yeah, so that's my little spiel on why I like them.
I can get behind. I can get behind that. You sold me. That was a good campaign.
Yeah, no. I do think they're entertaining. Like, just even like, I ain't even, you know, I don't be fucking around with the TikTok dances, but y'all had me.
They made me feel like I was watching Me and Lonnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
it was relatable. Who else did I like? I liked honestly, this is the next to me, this is somebody we got to look out for, and I think he better than Rakai, but that little boy Blizzo, he funny as hell. That dude, he got the right people around him. Hopefully they keep his mindset locked, but he's actually funny. He bad as hell, but he funny. Like, there was some moments,
clips that got me.
Oh my gosh, like not even on him, like, you know, trolling. Like when he was just sitting there like roasted, I'm like, oh, he funny.
Yeah.
He a funny ass kid. I even like him and Funny Mike's interaction. I seen it, and this was an older video, but the dude was like, Funny Mike was like, he was like, if I was your daddy, I would beat your ass. He was like, well, good thing my dad in Africa. He was like, well, you need to go back to Africa before. And he started making a little African voice. But anyway, this shit was hilarious. I love the interaction. And I just liked how people looked out for him.
11?
He like 13.
Oh.
He's Maddie Too Hottie's cousin.
Maddie Too Hottie.
Yeah.
Too much.
Huh? He was there too. Sky Jackson.
Oh my God, that was the boringest person.
I actually liked her. I liked her, and this is what I liked her. I don't think that she was like the funniest person, but I think she was there. She was there.
She was boring, bro.
She was
like,
there,
she
but
gave me like.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna give you my opinion.
What she really gave me was, I want to be a part of this because of who I am and I'm black. But she also gave me that white girl vibe. Like, I don't really want to be here because of what they doing.
Yeah, no.
Like, it gave me that energy for real. Like, I feel like you kind of culture vulturing, even though you are part of the culture, but I don't know. She give me vibes that she don't really fuck with black people.
Suburb Baby Carrie. Last year was better though. It's from E-Man. I could see why you would think that from some clips that I saw, like, but I can't even say that was 100% it. Like, I feel her in some of those situations. I'm not gonna, I mean, I would if you want me to bring it all there. Like, don't nobody want to be doing all that carrying on all the time. Like, but why I liked her is because, and I could see her actually getting big. Like, when they were in the classes, she was having conversations with certain people, like even just her addressing the weird, forgive me for saying that, but the unique white boy. With the pink hair, the pink hair and the spikes. Nobody was talking to him. Nobody put them on their stream. I felt like she was a person that needed to be there because there was, and I appreciated this. There was such a shift of like small, medium, and big streamers.
You seen that this year for sure.
Yes,
you did.
Because there was some people, and I watched. I kid you not, especially nights where I got off late and I was just up. I was looking at everybody's view count. I was trying to find the smaller people, and like the drummer guy, he only averaged like 300 viewers the whole time he been there, but his people was solid. But I never even saw that dude with the spiky hair until I saw Sky Jackson's video. Excuse me. Her and Wardrobe, I felt like were making an initiative to bridge that gap. And I really respected that. And she was also giving games from the clips that I saw. What I also saw.
That mean I seen just the wrong clip.
And that's what I was gonna say, because they also
Had to
tried to
be.
bring the whole like Mexican versus black argument back to that. They were like, nobody showed up to Benji's carne asada, but that wasn't true. Just from Crystal's stream, nobody was where Crystal was at, but everybody was outside. She was the only person in the cafeteria. Everybody was outside supporting Benji. So it does show you how the internet can make you see different things. So, but I know one clip that you're talking about that could have gave me that opinion too. But once I saw
her roommate,
when
she was talking about her roommate,
yes, but then I saw the backstory of that, and it basically was like the clips was making both of them look like they was going against each other, and it wasn't that deep. And then there was another one. But I do see potential in her. Like, honestly, in my opinion, she don't need to go back to acting. I think she should just stay in this lane. I really do. I think she should stay in this lane. I liked how she was giving the girl who was pregnant. I like that. Honestly, I also like that. I felt like there was so many aspects to life that I enjoyed, because everybody was trying to act like it was a little kid game, but there's a lot of people with kids there. With their babies was somewhere else, but and some people was pregnant. Some people was pregnant, and she gave that girl game about being pregnant and what it was like. You know, I really respected that. Now,
all right, shout out Sky Jackson.
Also,
CC campaigning.
huh?
CC campaign. You campaigning.
No, I really know, like, because when I go in and shit, like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I rock with you because you're the biggest. Like, I gotta find a reason. Like,
But your reasons are good, is what I'm saying. Like, I thought it was simply because they made you laugh. But I can appreciate these reasons a whole lot
I
more.
really, if I'm a tap in, like, you gotta have some type of substance. Like, I like the white girl. I forget her name, but the first handle is it's world something.
The one that posts stuff on Rakai.
I think she got the she got like the
blonde?
fringe. No, it's like it was like black at the top and white at the bottom. But she's a rival streamer, bro. She's a rival streamer. Like she got the underdog story for sure. Like she had really started getting into like the bigger streamers clips, just being themselves, and I like that, because like I feel like that's the type of lane that I'm in. You know what I mean? Like I could kick it with y'all, but also like who want to run rivals? It was to the point I think it was either Runic or somebody you would never expect to be like, hey, you want to run rivals later? And she's like, I would love that. Like, you know, like, I'm like, hell yeah. So yeah, I think I looked for, and who really caught my attention was like some of the underdogs. Oh no, Yana. I really fuck with Yana. I really fuck with her personality. I got to, because I felt like for me, she kind of popped up out of nowhere. Like, it was like,
She did.
I seen her on DEG shit.
I'm
And
damn banned up
then,
with Ben.
and then with Ben, and then on the Drake shit. And then I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? But she's really been grinding, and she got pure intentions. Like, she was calling out a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit.
If you had followed her from earlier,
oh
too,
my God.
if you followed her from earlier, she was putting out some funny clips even before she started getting on some bigger streamers like stuff. Like, she's been entertaining.
Yeah.
And like she knows how to play like that sort of like fence of like, I'm gonna be real when I need to.
Yeah.
And I also know how to like up the funny.
And
you know?
she was really looking out for people. I feel like she should have also had MVP, or maybe people were saying she should have been an assistant principal. I could agree to that, because she was like looking out for streamers who wasn't on anybody's radar, making TikToks with them. You literally see they TikToks was averaging maybe 1,000 views. She do a TikTok with them, they shit through the roof. So I appreciate people who use their platforms to platform people who really deserve it. Because clearly, you know, they was doing something like the library lady. Oh my God, I loved her. And if you guys don't know, so her story is, she had been streaming on her own, but she was just a supporter of Kai. And so when everybody started trying to, you know, crack jokes on his what's it called? Vivette,
yeah.
Gigi.
His clothing brand, they were trying to crack jokes on him.
No.
His clothing brand. This woman, I think she like 56 or something like that, maybe a little older. She was in his DMs inspiring him, saying, keep going, like, don't let the world get you. Like, if you need somebody to talk to, like, I'm here, like, I'm just truly a fan of you. And that's how she got on. But she had been building her fan base. She just does puzzles, like, and she just talks to people like as a grandma. And I thought that shit was so wholesome. But now I would like to transition into what you were talking about. Honorable mention to Queen Naj and Clarence, because I like their whole vibe. I like that they came as a couple. T-Pain did his shit. I'm so glad that he was there. So glad. Lizzo did too. She got in a little bit of drama that was unnecessary, but I get it.
What drama?
With Kai's security guard. He called her old, which was crazy because there's like hella people in her age range there, like Ben, like Dub, DDG pushing 30, like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like Duke, like, you know what I mean? I think Agent's 30, like, it was hella people. It was hella people that is late 20s, early 30s there. There's also young people there too, but it wasn't like she was the only person in their 30s there. Like, it was a good portion of people in their 30s.
That nigga was just hating. He trying to talk.
Nah, for sure. Cuddy definitely was throwing some shade, but Lizzo did her shit, but T-Pain did his fucking shit. The funniest thing, honestly, he should have got the funniest clip. He made everybody in his class come to class and sign in. And he was like, bro, I own y'all for the rest of your life. Like, first rule, don't sign shit you didn't read. And that's true. I mean, oh my God.
That was so good.
Oh my God. And the song that they made, oh my God, it was a bop. Like, I love T-Pain.
I like the song, but it ain't better than the first song.
I love it. What was the first song? From last year?
Yeah. Well, whatever girl made that Streaming University song, I liked it.
I didn't hear it. Was it an official one or somebody just made one?
I think somebody just made one.
Yeah, I love T-Pain as a producer, as an artist. So, yeah. He did the demo.
I was looking for more hype. It gave me like graduation ceremony. It did.
I wonder if we could play it. Let me see.
I feel like that's the vibe.
No, that's what they were going for. It gave me what y'all was going for, but I was looking for more of a turn.
Yeah.
You know, there's something I can really go.
I'm gonna
make
play
a
it.
TikTok
I'm gonna play it. If
I
y'all
feel
didn't
that.
Don't
hear
get me
it,
wrong, somebody will, but
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I have to get the premium for sure, man. Try these ads.
we need to switch to OBS so you can stream from more than one platform. I know how to do
I'm
it
on
now.
2 platforms.
No, you on YouTube and
YouTube and Twitch.
You ain't on Kick. You need to be on all 3.
I guess.
You know, I guess. That's one thing I heard. Kai even said. He literally told a couple of people that they should be streaming on multiple platforms because it's like, why are you? It's 2 different communities. Some people not gonna switch over.
That's real.
T-Pain wrote this, by the way.
You did not want to. You just start head bobbing. You didn't start off head bobbing. I swear to God, everybody was just in a moment of silence, like.
I already heard it. I knew I was gonna bop.
Hit her with her hair.
They just been talking cause they ain't getting it. Stream working hard from start to the finish.
All right, I don't want to hear these niggas rap, but yeah, the best part was T-Pain's hook, and he wrote that shit, and I liked it. I liked it with him on it too, but he liked Queen Naj sing, so and I liked hers too, but yeah, they just put other students on there. I ain't a fan of all of them rapping. I'm gonna just be real. I can't listen to that shit. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna glaze and be like, yeah, you know, Reem put a verse on it and I'm gonna listen. I'm not finna. But yeah, go check it out for yourself if you want to hear the full thing. But yeah, I like the
Y'all
classes.
see me and Ty Face. That's how
T-Pain
we
is
felt
great.
about it.
T-Pain is great.
We're not gonna comment. Just our face expression gave it off.
That's how I feel about a lot of commercial music that
Gay
comes
ass.
out.
I mean, go ahead. Continue.
She knew what I was about to say because I was about to come back to that YG shit. That's exactly how I feel about a commercial YG.
I wanted to get my troll off real quick.
She knew I was coming.
I knew where he was going, man.
The same way I feel about this song is how I felt about Big and Back being boo.
I appreciated the professors though. Agent, he needs to be there every year. I also appreciated Ludwig. They gave real game.
I wasn't watching the people that was in class, so I didn't really get to see too many of the professors. Because a lot of motherfuckers was not in class.
The professors had their own stream going. I promise you, like, if you really want to do this content shit, that's where you should have been. They gave the most game. Like,
I watched some of Agent.
Ludwig was probably even the best because he broke down how to get money at different levels. So he gave an example for someone who averages like what was it, like 100 viewers, and they were like in the top 10,000 versus somebody who averages like over 1,000 in the top 1,000%, and then your top like the top 10%, and what that looks like and the cost. Like, if you're really trying to do this, like that shit's important, and you should go check it out. But yeah, I don't know. Last year, I'm gonna be real. A lot of people's like, it wasn't better than last year. I didn't watch the whole thing last year, so I'm gonna just say like, this is better. I felt like it was very diverse. Like, you could find somebody there. I even tuned into the damn drummer. Like, I just wanted to hear. Found out he went through a divorce, all type of shit. Like, it was so many different people, and that's what I feel like. I got to give it to Kai because I think he has an understanding of that. Like, there are different types of content creators and people relate to them all. So you don't have to go do the IRL thing if that's not your thing. If you like to play games, that's why I'm going to keep shouting out that girl who made it from the Rivals community. Like, whatever you like to do, just make sure you're networking and make sure you're staying consistent. That's what it boils down to, because people going to gravitate to who they enjoy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was entertaining overall. Like, there's a couple people that I really got into that I didn't think. Like, I even started watching Walton. Like, I'm like you know, the security, like, they had me rolling.
Phantom had me
They
down.
had me
Oh,
rolling,
man.
bro.
I
Oh my
said, boy,
God.
y'all in here really getting money out of everybody, boy. Y'all over here ransoming us for money at this point.
Yo, they were
Y'all
funny.
putting them in jail, but we the one got to pay for get their ass out.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's so good.
Double dipping ass motherfuckers.
Okay. We're going to move off the streaming topic because this next topic is super important, and I really want to get y'all feedback. Y'all know I like to... I'm gonna start calling this segment "Community Call to Action." Right? Cool to see opportunities for different type of creators. Yes, I love to see opportunities for different type of creators. We all don't have to follow the same formula. But yeah, we calling this community call to action, and y'all who been in the chat, y'all got me turned today. Y'all been active on both platforms. I want to hear y'all opinion on this, right? So I'm gonna break this down, right? So there is an indictment going on. We kind of talked about it, I want to say a few months ago. There's an indictment going on with the Hoovers, right? If you don't know who the Hoovers are, they're LA based gang. They're everybody killers, right? A couple of their artists, Jap 5, Jay Heartless, what's the other guy? His brother killed Pop Smokes. Can't think of their name. What? Nah. It's another guy. Anyway, but the Hoovers have the most despicable case. I'll look at the guy I'm talking about, he in jail too right now. But yeah, the Hoovers have the most despicable case like I've seen in a very, 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 very long time. They are being charged with multiple cases of sex trafficking of minors, and I'm calling to action because like there's some things that I won't stop bringing up until there's change, man. Like, we gotta stop with this. What is and what is not snitching, right? Because I thoroughly went through this case, and I encourage you guys to. This will be another fucking hour long if we went through this whole case. So I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes, right?
This is not the Game and Lil Wayne era no more. Everybody snitching.
we need to be snitching more, in my opinion, especially like
No.
this, right? So here's a cliff note. So about 23 gang members right now are tied into this, and a hotel owner. So the lead, the leader of this incident is a woman by the name of Lady Duck. So she is actually probably going down with the most charges. These men and women were trafficking minors as young as 11 years old. Literally having them go to Fig, bringing them to Vegas, taking them to Phoenix. One dude admitted that he seen the missing flyers for the children. Their parents were looking for all of them, and just decided, yeah, I didn't know that she was a minor, right? So here's my call to action. Like, we need to stop listening to these niggas' music. We need to stop glorifying this. Right? I hadn't heard about this. Protecting our youth is not snitching. Thank you.
So wait. Clarify who we talking about again.
So we're talking about the Hoovers, right? And why I bring this up is because
a rapper.
No, the Hoovers is a gang.
Hoovers
The Hoovers is a gang, and I'm bringing this up because so much of our culture and music. This is even why I'm bringing this up. Like, a lot of this shit get blurred. And we apply this shit in the wrong instances. Okay. There's a lot of, I won't say a lot, there's a few rappers who are in a space to speak on this. Some of them go up to No Jumper every week. Some of them, one of them got caught up. He was out of the group Baby Stone Gorillas, PK400, I think is his name, something like that. He also got caught up doing the same exact thing. One of these cases was so bad. It was a 21-year-old. He's a Mexican dude from the Hoovers. A 21-year-old who he met a girl at a party. She was 14. He told the girl he was 14 to get her. And so yeah, he started pimping her out. He took some drugs, got all schizophrenic one day, thought that she was trying to set him up, and he ended up biting a whole chunk of her cheek out.
What the fuck he was off heroin?
I don't know what he was off of. So
That's bath salts for
I
sure.
was gonna say it sounded like more than just.
Hoovers is a gang.
Back in the day, folks who were on bath
Hoovers
salts
is
used to do that.
a Cali gang with a lot of artists out of it. So
They big.
they got a branch in Texas for sure.
I was gonna say
Connected in a lot of places.
So some notable Hoovers that are rappers is Schoolboy Q.
Yep.
And
T-Row.
Maxo Cream.
Yep.
Wait,
Maxo.
So are y'all saying?
No, he from
sort of
Cali.
hurts me
He from
about
Texas though,
Maxo.
but
Are
he is a
y'all
Hoover.
saying
He
they
talked
did?
about
Yeah,
it.
Hoover.
Huh?
Y'all saying y'all think they're a part of that?
No, they're not a
that's
part
the
of
thing, I
this
don't think so.
indictment.
But y'all think they're involved in
Some of these
way?
young
But-
girls are telling men
they
they're
just-
older.
But what I'm just wondering.
That was gonna be my point. Is like, as much as yes, I agree with everything you're saying. A lot of this. I don't even know what
You
to call
gotta be
them. A lot of them
stupid as
little
fuck.
girls. It's little girl. A lot of them are little girls. They dressing up in their mama's clothes. They going outside naked. They got the heels on, and they want to be pimped out.
Hold on now. We can't blame.
I'm not blaming them.
50-50, 'cause you don't know
I'm saying that it's a real problem.
You're telling me right now.
Who's doing it by force?
You're telling me,
Okay.
okay, we could get to that. But before we go any further, you're telling me right now as grown men, if a 14-year-old walked in here, I don't care if she has a skirt down to her ankles or up to her hips, you can't tell me she's 14.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and y'all motherfuckers on the other side better not come for me for this, but there really are some little girls who look like women I would call my girlfriend, and I have to ID. I really do have to ID everybody I fuck with.
In this generation, yes, he right on that. Like some girls dress to look older.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
So
you
is
can't
it-
look at her face.
I'm not telling
you
you-
can't look
but-
even from 14 in this
Not
because you can
all
look
the
at
time.
yourself. You can look at yourself.
No,
you can
because
look,
people be
from
telling me I'm
14.
21. I'm 20 and I'm not that. But I thank God, I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
But you can't
But
really tell
I'm
all
gonna
the
be
time.
so real. I'm gonna be so real. You look young, but you don't give 21, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. If I put that dude that kind of looks like you from Light Skin Liabilities, he got more of a baby. There's certain features that you still have with certain age.
No, I
So
ain't-
from
but
four,
no, look, we can do that, but I will have to cut off all of this. Cause I will have. This is how I'm gonna give my full
because you
young
can
look.
even tell you when you start getting
I cut all
older,
of this.
shit
She
changes.
gonna probably
Look
come
at
tell
your
me.
neck. There's shit that changes. Your neck, your eyes, your cheek. When you're younger, you still carry a lot of baby fat in your cheeks.
There are
Hands, so-
16 and 17
Hands?
year olds
Hands,
that
yeah.
look like 28-year-old girls, 29-year-old
See,
girls.
but
You
that
cannot blame
But
the
that's
victim.
the thing, though. Yeah, because my
A
thing is
child is
like,
a child,
We're
period.
not blaming no child.
Nah,
We saying
I'm not
we
saying-
saying if a girl they doing it off free will. Like
I'm saying a lot of them are going out there trying to put themselves in these positions. And yes, these niggas is wrong. The niggas is wrong. Like they should
To play
be.
to play devil's advocate, Kylie Jenner looked way older than she was. I won't disagree with you on that, but she also has had a lot of surgeries. Like Kylie Jenner don't even look like what she looked like when she was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like I can't. We gotta take her out. She's had a lot. She's had work, and that's on
What
her
about that
mama
white girl,
too.
that Check Me
That's on her
Outside
mama.
girl?
When she was a child, she didn't look grown. She was a child. When she was on Dr. Phil, when she was actually 14, she looked like a child. She wasn't acting like a child, but she looked like a child. She's also had a lot of work done, so she looks way different. When she turned 18, I will say she started looking like she was 24, 25 at 18. But when she was 14, she looks 14. And you can even, and I'm gonna be so real with you, and it's not even just look, even their mannerisms. Even their mannerisms, you should be able to tell that they are still a child. I can tell that a boy is a boy. Even though they want to be a man and want to be on the streets. Even look at fucking Blizzo, just from Streamer University. He was telling people that he was 18 years old. You got to be a fucking idiot to think that he was grown, even 17.
I hear you, but this is also why I like the aunties. Because like I'd rather you be older than me because
I'm
I
not
can
playing
tell if you older than me. But
'Cause-
like when
'cause-
you younger than me, like it's a big, like you could be anywhere from 25 all the way to 17, and I won't know because they all look alike to me.
Cause what I
That's a
was
good
gonna
thing.
say is like if you're 25 but you look 14, I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? And so that's my thing. So it's like if you have to quit, like is this are
gotta
you
question it.
yeah, like why are you even going for it if
Right.
you're questioning it? You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And I'm not-
so
go ahead. I
And
didn't
so
mean to cut you
yeah, that's just my thing. Cause my thing is like I can tell when someone's young, and but like at the same time, I'm not like I hear y'all when you're saying like, oh, you know, some people for like young, because like there have been some
So
girls
what you're
that are
saying
younger.
is they older. That was from the chat.
No,
Always.
honestly, yeah, that's your smarter bet. Don't date younger than you date
Over-
older.
Oh, they
I'm
older. Hell
always-
yeah.
I'm always
As a
going to
nigga-
promote
as
that.
a nigga, yeah. If you
Over
want some
makeup-
game, you want some good coochie, you want some money, they older.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
for
read the
sure.
comments. We're
Want
going
better
back and
food?
forth. Over makeup. I think you're trying to say too much makeup, and the parents need to take some responsibility. I agree.
Y'all
It's just-
already know. Stop time out. All of us been teenagers. Once you get
But-
to that point, you don't want to listen to shit your parents tell you.
But and see, that's my thing, because like one thing I do want to address is just the idea that like because like someone in the comments talked about like you can't blame the victim, right? And my thing is like you when you're young, you make dumb decisions, right?
Facts.
So like even if you are that 17-year-old who is like, oh, I'm gonna pass
Facts.
off as 21 and go and do this, it's like it's not their responsibility anymore. Like we're the adults. It's our responsibility to be like,
'Cause
nah,
somebody-
you can't be out here doing
so
that
this
shit.
this goes to what this
you're
what the
not
chat
gonna do
just
that one.
said.
You gotta
It
think-
said,
hold on.
but what if they don't have parents? What about the youth in the system who don't have anybody to look out for them?
That's who I was speaking on. Is those, there's a lot of girls out there who were putting themselves in those positions. So yes, I fought these niggas, but these niggas is just as dumber because look at the life choices they make and looking where they choose to be.
Yeah.
We see niggas like Nipsey, we see niggas like Schoolboy Q, we see niggas like YG who were in the same positions and made different decisions to go the other way. So these niggas still on the street trying to pimp out girls that they probably
Right.
can't tell they're
Right.
younger than them, but
Right.
these girls are also dressing up, making themselves look like they're the same age as some of these guys,
Right.
and even lying to them. So it's like
Well,
The niggas is wrong.
I'll
We know
say
the
half
niggas
and
is
half.
wrong.
I'll say half and half because, like I said, I did read this indictment, and only 2 out of, mind you, there's 43 girls.
Damn.
43. 2 of them admitted to lying. Actually said, yeah, I brought my friends in on this, but I told him I was 17, but I told him my friends were their actual ages. And that's why I brought this up, because we're not gonna speak on any grown woman doing what a grown woman want to do.
And then I was gonna speak on the culture, right? Because like even just the culture
Stupid
that
is
stems
stupid.
from Fig.
Stupid
Even
is
the-
as stupid does or some shit.
Yeah,
No, I agree.
stupid is. I agree. But even the culture that stems from Fig, you know, like being around down there, or the women who grew up on Figueroa and moved to Las Vegas, who I've met, they really like ooze that shit, and they try to teach it to everyone around them, whether it as the niggas, as they sons, as they daughters. Like they really are proud of coming from that lifestyle. So it's almost like, how do you fix that? But yeah, I mean, I guess
Cause this
you
shit
throw
is
the niggas
all
in jail.
boof. This shit is all boof. Like and that's why I have no respect for it. I say this with my whole fucking chest. Fuck your gang. Because if your gang was standing on some shit, I'm not trying to take your money away from you. If they of age, do what you do. But y'all should be beating these niggas who are pimping children to a pope. Like, no child should see this. Once you're 18 and you're ready for game, you should. I'm telling you, as a person who read the indictment, if you haven't read the indictment, then I'll be open to even debating it. But from what I read, every Hoover should be on the block whooping anybody they seen doing this shit. Bro, some of this shit is egregious. I can't even say half the shit that's happened to these children.
This is my whole argument with the gang thing, period. The leaders, the real people who had morals, the real people who were in there with a code of conduct, them niggas got taken off the street so long ago. We see all this YN madness because niggas ain't got no politics going on no more. It's a lot of like, I got this flag, so I got some power and I'm gonna influence
YN.
it.
It was a dude in the case who got locked up for pimping these children who was 43 years old. It's no excuses for this shit. We always try to make an excuse. In my opinion, just the same way Wack get his ass up on Clubhouse and talk all of this shit. And Wack is the king of, I got on the phone with him today. I got on the phone. Why you get on the phone and make some calls? These niggas need to be beat. Bring black public shaming. Beat these niggas ass. Beat their, like, and I want to go, I don't want to skip over because I agree with you guys. I do know some of these children, they have no guidance. Some of these girls got no guidance. So I'm not gonna act like some of them didn't want to sign up for this.
Neutral. No, say agree.
But I think
with
there's
nobody.
No, I'm saying I agree. No. You said I was agreeing with the point that you had made. Some of these girls probably do want that. They lost. They don't got no money. Like the chat said. Some of them got no parents. They got no family. They don't got shit. So what else can they do but go get some money and try to make a life of their own? I understand. But as adults, we should not be accepting this shit. And it goes back. People knew about this, and so let me bring in. So this it's a hotel in Hollywood, and this Middle Eastern dude got locked up, right? He's the owner of it. At first he wasn't gonna get locked up because he was like, I knew that people were being prostituted out of here, but I thought they were adults. So at first they was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? You should have reported prostitution, but okay. But come to find out, they interviewed 5 minors and he had slept with them. The owner. He was servicing these same people that he taking money from. He makes so much money from that shit. Oh my God. And he gonna try, and now what he's gonna try to do is he gonna snitch. Of course, he not even from that shit. He just making money, so he gonna snitch, try to get a bond. But he should rot too. He should rot. He should be ashamed. They should burn his hotel down. Like I'm just so tired of the whole game fucked up from the gang banging to the music. Like it was a lot of people that knew about this, but they were like, that ain't my business. No, this should be your business. We should be protecting children. Like that's look at the fucking Epstein's file. So you know what I mean? And I'm just speaking, like I said, I'm doing this little segment called Culture Call to Action, but this shit is bigger than our culture. They like to only point fingers at our culture, but a lot of y'all politicians doing the same thing legally. Legally.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I
They
mean,
bought a
I
whole
agree
legal
with you.
island and
I
they took
agree with
children
all
over
of you.
there.
Yep.
I think we definitely got to protect the kids, and I didn't know. I thank you for informing me because if it was a 43-year-old nigga really,
I
doing
agree
this
with you,
shit,
Didi. I agree with you.
That's different.
Didi
yeah.
said they in the gang, not a book club. They do ninfers. Is that how you say it?
Nefarious.
Damn, we finna have a
Come on
reading
now.
club on here one day. Nefarious shit.
Yeah.
Ain't none of it cool, really. I totally agree with you, and that's why I bring it up. I think because we talk a lot of music on here, and some of the debates we get in, people are bringing up people's realness, this, that, and the third, and I don't think none of these niggas is real. None of them. Gangbanger, not gangbanger. None of you niggas are real because you don't stand on shit. Now, we'll go back to Ty. A lot of these underground people and a lot of these overlooked people do stand on shit,
Yes.
but they're just not in the limelight. And these are the people we should be highlighting. So that is why I'm gonna always bring up topics like this, because we gotta get this. We gotta get all of this shit out of here. We gotta rid this shit.
Quick question, because you had presented an idea in the beginning of this, talking about like we need to stop listening to their music. Are we saying that we need to hurt the pockets of the Hoovers that aren't saying anything to their folks,
Yes.
like Schoolboy Q?
Absolutely.
So like we need to stop listening to Schoolboy and Max.
Absolutely. If we take it out, we can take it out the game. If we were, let's put it on ourselves. If we knew some shit like this was happening, do you feel like you're obligated to speak? And if people find out you knew about some shit like this and didn't say anything, you think you're just supposed to go about life and nothing happened to you? Because
yeah, but how you know he knew?
people, literally, these kids are saying, I was in the room with these people.
They
And
named
they
school,
knew I
but
was
that's what I'm saying.
underage.
They named
Their
Schoolboy
names
Q.
are in there.
They
No,
named-
not Schoolboy Schoolboy
Oh,
Q.
and that's- I
No,
was-
no,
I
no,
was
no,
waiting
no,
on
no.
that
So
question.
that's why
I think
I
Schoolboy
was,
Q,
yeah.
I feel like if he's real, I'm not going to tell you whether or not to support him or not, but I feel like if he's on what his music stands about changing his community, I feel like you should say something. Hey, my gang, the thing that I have been known to put on, the thing that my brother literally talks, gets on podcasts every week and talk about, I'm from Hoover, the thing that we rep. Hey, I know they on some bullshit, but that ain't the Hoover I come from. That's the least you could do. That's the
That
least
is the least you could do. But you're saying that if they aren't doing that, we need to stop.
You got
listening
something
to
in your
their
nose,
music.
the source. They calling it out.
Man, I said that about you.
I got something in my nose.
You read that all the way wrong.
What?
I was fucking with you.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
Oh, I read that all the way wrong. Damn.
But nah, see, the only reason...
Yo. Exactly,
Stupid.
it's bigger than us, man. You can't be doing that shit. I'm hyped right now, man.
Nah, but to take it back to the Schoolboy Q point, right? The only reason I feel like, because I feel like once you get to that point, you're really trying to stay out of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might be proud of where you come from, because that's like us saying we proud of being
They
from
are trolling
Chicago.
me. I'm over this.
And we accept but because
niggas
we're
fired.
proud to be from Chicago, we accept everything R. Kelly did, right? Like that's how I look at it on the presence of Schoolboy Q. Like just because he's proud to be from the Hoovers don't mean he proud of what them niggas did.
The least you could do is say that. Why leave it to speculation?
But why
then now
should he have to?
Because now I wonder about your character. You're from there. You talked about it in your music for all of these years. They on some fucked up shit.
So because
It's
we
noted.
from America, every time we meet a foreigner, we gotta be
Yes!
like fuck Donald Trump.
Yes. And yes, I literally have done that. The same people I'm
Damn,
talking to you about, they
he coming
literally
for your
asked
ass
me.
now.
They asked me because it makes me question your character. What the fuck do you stand on? They literally asked me what is my outlook on and I'm not telling you to do this like unsolicited, but if you have a platform, if you're putting out music, if you're doing something telling me your stance on one side of things, I expect you to update your stance or at least tell me you're not fucking with it. If somebody comes to this country and they say, hey, I want your opinion on this country, please tell me. I respect you as a person. I expect you to tell me your honest opinion of this country, what you stand for, what you think is bullshit, what you think is propaganda. I do. That
But
is our job.
But
as a
again, you
citizen.
saying if somebody comes to you and asks you, ain't nobody asking Schoolboy Q.
I'm asking him. Schoolboy Q, I want to know what you think about what's going on in the Hoovers. Smack, I want to know what you think about what's going down with the Hoovers. T-Rail, I want to know what you think about what is going down with the Hoovers.
Ask Maxo
I will
too.
ask you.
Clip that.
Clip that. No, I agree though. I actually agree with that because even if you are out of the country and someone does come up and ask you like, oh, what do you think about the politics in the U.S. and you're just like, honestly, I'm gonna just stay out of it. They're gonna be sort of like, oh, okay, well, that's weird. It's weird, right? And so, like, to me, I think it's the same thing. I do think that if something like this comes out, and like, because I think of like, now this is completely different, but in the comedy space, right? What's his name? Seinfeld had that dude from his show go crazy on stage at the Improv, and he starts to like.
I agree with you. The parents in the R. Kelly case need to be held accountable. I agree.
We all need to be held accountable for R. Kelly because we knew about this nigga for years.
Yeah, they didn't put that
we're like, all right, keep on singing, nigga. Like what are you talking about? Like, we literally Boondocks episodes. Like, we knew about R. Kelly,
they had a
and we
real
let him
video
out for
of him peeing on
years.
that girl.
Yes,
Yes,
man.
It was a real video.
I remember watching it.
It
It was
like,
circulating around the hood for real.
and see, that's the problem when it comes to like
You're right.
protecting
at
our
that time,
folk.
motherfucker said, I piss on the motherfucker too.
Yeah, literally, like it
Who
was.
wanted to go in the shower?
Bruh.
Why would you
Crazy.
send your
Made
kids to
this
his
song.
house for money? Exactly. And this is why, take the gang out of it, all of this. These situations is why I brought this up because that
Capitalism
needs to be
ruins
addressed
everything.
too. You fuck ass parents who don't protect your children. You need to be publicly beaten, shamed, stoned to death. Like I'm not taking
You want to go back to that dumb time frame? Because if they do it now in America, they going to jail.
I know that's why I bring this up because like it's certain things. It goes back to what I talked about when we first started doing these pods, man, or these streams. We have to have a consensus of what's okay morally, not based off of your personal beliefs and what you believe in, but what we just not okay with. And I think we all can agree is we're not okay with people fucking with children. Like, and we gotta call it out. We gotta call it out. If you're not with it, say you're against it, because that's not something you can be on the fence with. In my book, you can't be on the fence with
Not
it.
with you on that one.
Yeah, I feel
this
like
ain't no fuck them kids type of situation.
yeah, that's too literal.
Right? Come on. Hey,
But it's not that type of situation.
Parents.
Like, I'm
Right,
serious. You
right.
shouldn't be
No,
doing
it's
that.
not, definitely not.
And I just saw a case about this. It said they allow
clip
these
that.
men. I'm not gonna say that word because I don't know if that might get the account banned. But they allow these men who have strange cases with children in their house.
Man, Donald Trump got a goddamn case. We got a whole pedophile president.
No, I agree.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like what they're trying to say is like you got to blame women too. Who, and I just seen a case like this. Who they might, get with a man who been in jail for, them strange charges. You know what I mean? Where you
Yeah.
got to register for, and they
That's
should
why they be
also
on
be
Nicki's
beaten.
ass.
They should. No, I agree. Nicki Minaj. That
yeah.
they should be beaten.
Wait, she dated a second
Yes.
husband.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
her
Her
husband. She
husband.
married him.
We don't. I don't know
Did
if
she
that
know
will.
that, though?
Yes.
Yes.
The internet told her before she even got pregnant when they was just dating.
And the thing is, she actually publicly tried to defend
Stones,
them
come
too.
on. Who want to join the Stoning Club? Who want to join? I'll set it up. Come on. I like this.
Y'all gonna be creating some
Hey,
AI shit that AI do it for y'all, but
And we riding it. We are rioting on principle over here. All right. All right. That's all I'm saying. But nah. And this isn't to like. This ain't to diss. None of this. Like, I just feel like some of the shit we stand is stupid as hell, and we got bigger fish to fry. Like y'all worrying about motherfucking Drake and who he fucking on, and it's people y'all listening to or tapped into who fucking on kids. Like that's weird to
Kendrick
me.
said Drake
But
was doing it too, though.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Is there proof though? I don't want to put those allegations on, and that's one thing I stand on too. I'm not gonna joke. I never said that. I've never said Kendrick did it. I never, because those are serious allegations, and I do feel like if you got those
I
allegations
feel
and
like
there's
we haven't
proof,
tried to find out.
let's find out.
I'm not gonna go investigate Drake.
Let's find out.
But I'm
Let's
just saying,
find out.
you saying, but no, I don't think the one actually did that research because when
Yeah.
when he said
I feel
something
like
about
somebody
the
had
kid,
to.
they said something about the kid. They did they research
I feel,
fast.
Yes.
Why wouldn't they do it for this though?
I don't know. That's what I've been trying to figure out. You might pay somebody extra money.
And that's the thing. I just didn't like. If we're talking about the Drake thing, I just didn't like his retort to that. I thought him coming back and being like, "Man, I'm too rich to be a pedophile." I think that wasn't the move. I was like,
"Fuck Epstein."
Bruh, literally, I was like, that was the dumbest comeback ever. But you know, that was 2 years ago.
Now
we'll see.
let me see.
I can't never really take nothing one man says about another man seriously unless there are receipts.
Well, Pusha T had the receipts.
Yeah,
We saw that
exactly.
child.
Yeah,
That was funny.
yeah, that was funny.
I said, "Wow." That
And I mean, like Drake, locked lips with that 17-year-old on stage, so that's technically
He did
something.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
pedophile. What you mean? That goes
but-
your proof right there. He already showed you he'll do it.
and that's why I was like, I think that he can sort of get away with saying that, and folks not take it so serious because they were like, oh well, it was just one of it was just a kiss or blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, that's already.
A 17-year-old.
Bruh, and she said, did he kiss her before or after
Let me
she said
see.
she was 17? I think it was.
I'm looking it up. So there's
after. It
no
was
cases,
after.
no charges. Let me see.
That boy got the money. He paid it before. After
Yeah.
that, he was done with what he did. He said, "I'm giving you this in the NDA."
Yeah, I think it was like that. It was. Yeah.
But I honestly think he was just high on the moment type shit, not really like thinking.
Not thinking it through.
In the footage, Drake dances with a fan, touches her, and asks for her age. After she replies 17, he makes a joke to the crowd about not going to jail, but proceeds to kiss her anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird as
Yeah,
fuck.
that's what it was.
That's weird as hell.
Yep.
That's weird.
I think that's what Kendrick was talking about.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So because it happened in Colorado, the age of consent is 17. It's weird. It's weird still legally. It's not illegal, but it's
There's
weird.
all pedophiles out there to fuck.
Yeah.
What was you saying, Ty?
I was gonna say, wasn't that early on in his career? When
Yeah,
he like
2010.
22 or something
Yeah.
at the time.
I
Between
go
that
for
and
that,
him
yeah.
and being
Yeah.
friends with Millie Bobby Brown when
give me
she
the
was
full
young,
breakdown.
yeah, that
Yep.
was weird too.
That was weird.
That was
but
weird. That was weird. I'm not gonna say he don't be hanging out with young people. He do. That's
Yep.
weird. And them, I'ma just say y'all streamers starting to get weird with it too.
He
I'ma
also
just say.
he also used to frequent
No, they
high
think they
school
slick. That's why
high
they
school
keep
girl
girl
games
people
too.
around that age or rank.
not
basketball
even
games.
they. I mean, even look
I'm
at.
not saying them.
I'm-
I'm,
I'm
I'm saying like some of these older people keeping them around for that reason.
I'd have been in some rooms where I'm like, how the fuck I get in this room? To be honest. Because like it really is like this
Nickelodeon,
culture,
right?
It's so many generations that are meshed together with the same interests and the same lifestyles, and like she ain't lying. The shit get weird sometimes.
And I don't think there's
I
nothing
need
wrong.
everybody to go for the aunties.
Right. And when you're working, that's cool. But once you start partying, once you invite them to places, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Working's when the camera cut off. Go find your mama.
Yeah.
Go find somebody, you know? Even in school, what's going on in the schools, Lord? What's going on in the man, what's going on in the schools, bruh? Now, I have been seeing some cases. It's weird, and I'm glad y'all bringing these, situations up, because that's exactly why I wanted to bring this up. It's a lot of spaces we got to start protecting these kids, and there's other things we'll get into. That's why I said we ain't gonna be on this topic next week, but it's gonna be community,
I need to go to the bathroom too.
But now I think we finna end the stream though, because we gotta get ready for this pod, right? She's still coming.
Yeah.
If y'all enjoying this content, make sure y'all tap in, tune in. I'm gonna try to get more consistent. Y'all showed out today. I need 3 more of these. We've been taking these serious, so I want to get affiliate. I think this one is gonna count today. YouTube, y'all be showing love. Make sure y'all go to the YouTube. We got pods. We got shows in coming into production real soon. Film. We creating something over here. So
Yeah.
We
stay
about to be
tuned.
somebody.
Stay
We about to be
tuned.
somebody.
Go check out that Mr.
Creative
Las
genius
Vegas.
in the house.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Dave. Come back through, man. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep running things. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
We out.
I'm Unique. Ty.
CC.
Source.
Come
Hey,
on.
we out of here.